Zhuo Fan's attack only take down 4th Elder while 3rd Elder was just too far away for him to reach in time. 3rd Elder jumped backward and dodged the lightning wing. Are you the demon Archon Zhuo Fan? 3rd Elder clenched his fists, his aura exploding with immense power. A profound heaven expert at the 8th layer. Even with pills, I might not win the battle. Such anger. Is he your brother? Your relationship must have been very close, right? What's it to you? You killed 7th brother and 4th brother and crippled 5th brother. I will not let you leave alive today. Zhuo Fan snickered. He then had the corpse suspended with his lightning wings. What are you doing? If my opponent were someone else, not only would I kill him, I would also whip his corpse and not let him die in peace. You. 3rd Elder was about to charge. But, seeing such brotherly love, I will refrain this time. Truthfully, I had a brother I was willing to die for as well, but he died at the hands of Yugichi. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't have had any grudges with the Hell Valley. So that's the reason. This brat is avenging his brother. Is that where he got the courage to become enemies with the 7 noble houses? Even so, you think I will let you go? In avenging my brother, this calamity befell us today. It was nothing personal. Zhuo Fan flicked lightning wings and threw the corpse to 3rd Elder. But seeing that we had the same experience, I will not disfigure his corpse, and instead return him to you. Then, we will have a proper fight. You for your brother and I for mine, for vengeance. How honorable. Fine. Today, we will have a proper fight, to determine the loser. 3rd Elder stopped for some reason, feeling a chill in his heart. Looking down, he saw a fist-sized hole in his chest that wasn't there before. A golden light came from 3rd Elder's back flying over next to Zhuo Fan. That is my demonic creature. I first hid it in the corpse, before throwing it to you, just so I could sneak attack you now. And that whole tale about my brother was made up for the sake of lowering your guard. I killed Yugichi, simply because I didn't like him. Farewell, Hell Valley's ever-loving 3rd Elder. Pray that, in your next life, you won't trust strangers so easily, especially your enemy. The Regent Estate's elders were now green with poison. Despite being in the 9th stage of Profound Heaven stage, the poison was nonetheless effective in dropping them all the way to the 4th layer. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I hit the wrong one. I thought Demon Zhuo Fan was hiding there. Bullshit. Who in this empire wouldn't recognize our golden-colored clothes from the Regent Estate? You are from the Pill King Hall. How would you not know? Clearly, it was on purpose. Stay where you are. We will tear off your skin and rip off your bones. Then, we'll go to the Pill King Hall and seek an explanation from your Hall Lord. Is that still the dignified and unbeatable vicious Pill King that troubled the drifting flower edifices? Why does he look like a grandson in front of the Regent Estate elders? Is the Regent Estate too strong, or has the vicious Pill King gotten weaker? Spotting Zhuo Fan, vicious Pill King laughed as if he found his savior. Steward Zhuo, you are finally here. Save me please. Vicious Pill King dashed behind Zhuo Fan without an ounce of propriety. Bone tempering stage. Has lightning wings. You are the demon Zhuo Fan that wreaked havoc in Drifting Flower City, aren't you? Indeed, and you too are of the Regent Estate? That is right. There are people from the Pill King Hall that have surrendered to Demon Zhuo Fan. No wonder he ambushed us out of nowhere. Can you still say it was an accident? Humph. Why do you think the Regent Estate's Imperial Tyrant body art can be called the best of the 7 houses? That rainbow cloud palm of yours, what can it do to us? Watch us tear off your skin and rip off your bones and bring you guys back for an explanation. Making such loud but baseless claims. You're clearly weaker. How will you fight us? The 2 elders cracked up. Even if our power has been weakened to the 4th layer of Profound Heaven, we can still take your life easily. I don't believe that. Zhuo Fan chuckled and threw Vicious Pill King forward. Why don't you try killing him first? The 2 were puzzled, but still grabbed tight to Vicious Pill King. Feeling him trembling in their grasp, they were stumped. A golden glow came out of Vicious Pill King and entered one of the elders. The elder froze in place and one could even see how he started drying up like a raisin. His life was swiftly leaving him. What? Shell-shocked, the other elder darted 100 meters back. Even Vicious Pill King was just as horrified. Floating before Vicious Pill King, Zhuo Fan recalled Blood Infant sneakily. Do you see his power now? You still think you can take our lives that easily? Fuck. Don't know what kind of immortal that old man is, but as long as I get Zhuo Fan's head, I will accomplish my job. No need to interact with that devious old man. Haha, you damned brat. You found such a strong mountain to rely on. I will let you go today then. Who's that? Suddenly, the elder pointed behind the two with panic. Zhuo Fan and Vicious Pill King turned to look. In that blink, the elder snickered and appeared before Zhuo Fan in a single step, aiming for Zhuo Fan's head. Got him. The elder didn't get to touch one hair on his head, however, as a golden light flew from Zhuo Fan and blew a hole in the elder's chest. Still using these stupid basic tricks, I'm not a fool, you know? You are a perfect example of all brawn and no brain. The golden light moved about then returned to Zhuo Fan's side. Vicious Pill King watched the golden infant with shock. Exactly what just happened here? It's pretty simple. You were being chased around like a mouse at first, which made them drop their guard against you. So when I pushed you into them, I attached one of my demonic creatures to you to sneak in an attack on one of them. With the unknown cause of death of the profound heaven expert, the other would be very shocked. At that moment, I summoned the demonic creature back into my body. With that, they would pay a lot more attention to you, thinking that you were a strong person pretending to be weak. And in comparison, he would think that I am the easier of the two to deal with and hence would go for me. To get it done as soon as possible, he would split his attention between me and you, creating the perfect opportunity for me to strike yet again with my demonic creature. So, the eventual cause of their death was, first, their arrogance, second, their overconfidence, and third, their conceitedness. Steward Zhuo, don't those words all mean the same thing? Haha. Precisely. This is often the recurrent problem amongst experts. Had I taken them head on, I wouldn't be so sure that I would come out on top. Too bad they were too arrogant. Showing off in front of others might have been just fine, but when they face off against me, any amount of negligence will leave them dead before they know it. Oh, I understand now. Every word Zhuo Fan said was carefully planned out to bait the two elders in and kill them off when they least expected it. Rather than saying that he set down the traps beforehand, he more so figured out the two's characters on the fly and baited the two into his traps. Such extensive and well-thought-out planning is exceedingly rare. No wonder he was able to kill Yugichi. Steward Zhuo is truly capable and cunning. I am thoroughly impressed. Being only able to act as steward is truly a waste of talent. You don't have to compliment me. I know my own talent like the back of my hand. If I truly wanted a higher position, or even wanted to take over the continent, it wouldn't be something too difficult. It's just, the heart demon, the Luo clan. Zhuo Fan sighed as he looked in Windgaze City's direction. Oh, I understand now. Zhuo Fan has developed such talent yet is fine with being the Luo clan's steward. What is a steward? The right-hand man of the clan head, with the sheer loyalty coming from him, being able to cultivate a prodigy like Zhuo Fan, who is exceedingly excellent as a steward. I can't bring myself to imagine how powerful that clan head is, and if I am to consider how loyal Zhuo Fan is to the clan, just how respectable is the Luo clan's clan head. The Tianyu Empire has such a dominant clan, such an impressive person. I have never heard of this person before, but now I'm just a few steps away from meeting him. How exciting. Vicious Pill King was eager to meet this person and was jumping in joy inside. What exactly is he getting excited about? Alright, let's take the lower route. Steward Zhuo, did you clear the two other places already? No shit. If I didn't get rid of those 4 old guys, how would I have had the time to save you? That is true. Steward Zhuo is truly powerful. 4 profound heaven experts from the Merry Woods and the Hell Valley were eliminated in no time, while I couldn't even deal with 2 profound heaven experts from the Regent Estate. Sorry about that. Zhuo Fan stopped and Vicious Pill King looked over. Elder Yang. The 2 old men from the Merry Woods said that this ambush was formulated by some Mr. Lung. Do you, by any chance, know this Mr. Lung? Lung Wuchang? No wonder. There are so many paths that we could have used to get back to Windgaze City, yet they specifically chose this one to ambush us. So he was the one who set up the ambush. So you know him? Yes, and he is actually similar to you, Steward Zhuo. Both of you are stewards, him being the steward for the Regent Estate. The Regent Estate is the strongest of the 7 houses. They possess enormous power. To be the steward of such a family is not something to look down upon. Within the Tianyu Empire, there are 3 strategists known as the 3 sages. The first of the 3, the widely agreed upon best strategist, is Zhuge Changfeng. No one knows what he is thinking. Yet not one decision he's made has turned out to be a mistake. No one out there can deny this. The Tianyu Empire has been under invasion by other ethnic groups and has never been stable for this reason. It was solely thanks to his actions as the Prime Minister that things started to settle. Being the first of the 4 pillars, the emperor hates him but, on the other hand, absolutely needs him. The 7 houses' respect towards him is not entirely without reason. The second of the 3 sages is this steward of the regent estate, the unwonted contriver, Lung Wuchang. As a distant relative to the imperial family, the regent estate is taught in the same way the imperial family is. Their steward is assigned that responsibility but with the talent of a prime minister. So even though he is a steward, he has a very prominent role within the regent estate. His role is equivalent to that of Zhuge Changfeng in the Tianyu Empire. In regards to their talents, while he is rumored to be no weaker than Zhuge Changfeng, no one has ever seen them face off in a battle of wits. Although, Lung Wuchang's strategies are always seamless, which makes him very respectable. Then, who's the third of the 3 sages? Funny you should ask, Steward Zhuge, isn't it an obvious question? The person you killed not long ago was the third of the 3 sages. Yu Gichi? Haha. Precisely the third of the 3 sages, evil and cruel, willing to do anything to achieve his goals. Although, when faced with Steward Zhuge, he was not nearly a match and died like all the others. And so, Steward Zhuge shall take his seat as the third of the 3 sages. Stop with the compliments. I killed him with force alone. It would have been way too tiring to outsmart him. I guessed as much. While he is not as smart as the other 2 sages, he is not one to be easily ambushed. A difference in strength would explain it. So, in terms of their strategies, is Lung Wuchang better than Yu Gichi? It doesn't stop with a little better. Let's say this, Zhuge Changfeng always has the upper hand, grasping victory from thousands of miles away. Lung Wuchang, an exceptionally skilled planner, never leaves any gaps for his enemies to take advantage of. Yu Gichi, who is evil and cruel, uses just about anything one can think of. Compared to the first 2, Yu Gichi is only good at playing tricks behind others' backs. The first 2 are much better at upfront strategies against others. Even if they told you it was a trap, you would still have no choice but to jump right into it. Strong or not, good or not, Steward Zhuge should certainly understand the difference between them now. Now that Lung Wuchang has plans against us, we will have to act much more carefully from now on. If our opponent can strategize much better than Yu Gichi, then I shall take him down with brute force rather than counter his strategy. Power reigns supreme regardless of how good his strategies are, being inferior in strength will still end with him dead. This is the true strategy. Brute force speaks louder than words. For now, the important task at hand is to find some experts to uphold the Luo clan. A sudden breeze blew and Zhuge Fan squinted. He grew anxious as he pulled Vicious Pill King's hand. We need to go. What's wrong? I felt a powerful presence approaching us. He's at the radiant stage. What? Half a mile out, a tall and buffed elderly with silver hair was flying idly behind them. Then, his brows furrowed and a hint of shock swept his face. Did they somehow sense me? One at bone tempering. One at the 6th layer of profound heaven. Against all odds, they took out 6 profound heaven elders while leaving unscathed. So the rumors are true. This kid must have some cultivation method more effective than the imperial tyrant body art. But his act was easily picked up by Zhuge Fan as he pulled Vicious Pill King even faster. This is bad. Quickly. He sped up again. This kid is, for sure, a monster. Achieving things never done before. How interesting. Faster. This is bad. He's caught up to us. What? How is he this fast? The old man ramped up his speed 10 times and in mere breaths, he already caught the 2 in his sights. Out of all people, why is it him? Do you know him? Of course I know him. Everyone in my generation knows him. And those who know him fear him. Who exactly is he? The Mad Dipper, Li Jingtian. Haha. Stop running. I know you all. Aren't you that Yang Song kid? Quite the change since I last saw you. The one next to you must be Zhuge Fan. Slow your horses. I need something from the 2 of you. I've honestly never seen the Vicious Pill King shit his pants this bad. Even if the old guy is a radiant stage expert, knowing his pride. This amount of fear from seeing the old guy, definitely not some kind person. Getting caught would be akin to suicide. We're not stupid, thank you very much. His lightning wings flapped and doubled his speed. So the hard way it is. Squinting, Li Jingtian released a ripple that shot straight for the 2 with deadly precision. Zhuge Fan looked back flustered as the azure flame flashed in his eyes. Another visible ripple was shot. Incomparable with the first, but enough to pull up a defense against the first one. His intent is at a point strong enough to threaten my soul. Had this azure flame not appeared in time, I would have been knocked unconscious by now. That would be the end of me. This kid. Even though he's at bone tempering, he already possesses radiant stage abilities. If we let him grow even further, he could become even scarier than that little monster from 300 years ago. I cannot allow such a monster to continue living in this world. Quickly. But before I kill him, there is a wish I want to fulfill for myself. There is no running from me. So fast. Damn it. Meeting a radiant stage expert at this time, having my fate in the hands of others, is awful. Too bad this person is at the radiant stage and possesses a discerning field. Otherwise, I'd show you the power of my blood infant. Kid, what pill did you eat this time? Somehow, you look better and younger. And you ran faster than before. It's a shame you're still not faster than me. Elder Li, please don't take me seriously. When your name spread throughout the Tianyu Empire, I was just some unknown second-grade alchemist. Wouldn't others see this as you picking on the weak if you defeated me? Is that so? I always heard stories about the arrogant, vicious Pill King. Why has he suddenly become a scaredy cat today? Where is that pride? Show me. Elder Li, please stop making fun of me. How dare I show my pride in front of you? Plus, you are the regent estate's venerable to prevent any confusion between the two houses, please. The two houses. Elaborate. Which two houses? Between the regent estate and the Pill King Hall, or the regent estate and the Luo clan? I'm no fool. I already understood the situation, seeing the aftermath of your battle. You've already betrayed the Pill King Hall and now serve Zhuofan. Well, I am the vicious Pill King, not like that Lin Zitian. I can't return to the Pill King Hall anyway. I can't betray Zhuofan again. That would be outright unacceptable. That is correct. I have left the Pill King Hall, and I am about to go back to the Luo clan with Steward Zhuo. Whether I should live or die, please choose as you'd like. Zhuofan nodded inside. He's living up to my expectations. Taking the purpose granted to him seriously, I want exactly this kind of loyalty. Haha. Very well, Yang Song. You are quite the character, just like the stories about you. I will let you go today. This kid though. Zhuofan raised an eyebrow, staring at Li Jingtian. Of course you are a lackey of the regent estate. Considering that I killed their second young master, of course you would be out here seeking revenge. But since you are regarded as a guest venerable, you must not be part of their bloodline. Did I get that right? Yes, and? Then, let's talk about conditions. You give me your loyalty. Whatever the regent estates offered you, I will give double that. How does that sound? What? Li Jingtian and Vicious Pill King were shocked silly. Even the imperial family would find it hard to meet twice what regent estate offered. But thinking over Zhuofan's skill and the titanic and secret clan behind him, Vicious Pill King started grinning. Elder Li, feel free to name your conditions. Steward Zhuo always honors his word diligently. I've heard that Zhuofan is quite the deceitful character. I definitely cannot trust him entirely. But when I had met Yang Song, he was really scared for his life. Now, all of a sudden, he is full of confidence. Unless he truly has a strong power backing him, meaning that Zhuofan gave me an honest offer, he wouldn't dare act like this in front of me. Heh, you brat. Trying to buy me out with money. Such a disgrace to my character. Do you know how much it took for me to become a venerable of the regent estate? And how generously treated I am? Vicious Pill King's heart was wound tight. Shit. Is he not buying our offer? Zhuofan grinned, hiding the sneer in his heart. Now, I know what kind of person you are. If you were truthfully loyal to the regent estate, you wouldn't be here talking with me right now. You just want to name an astronomical price and threaten me. Such a dumb strategy. Done it so many times myself it got old. Admittedly, I am young and unworldly. I hope I can get to know Elder Li's glorious background. Please enlighten me. Of course it had to be the lack of experience that gave you the audacity to try and bribe me. But it's been a long time since I last showed up in the Tianyu Empire. I shall let this one slide. Talking about my past would be giving myself a medal. So, Yang Song, why don't you introduce me to this kid? Yes. Steward Zhuo, Elder Li, here, was quite the prime figure back in the day. A legendary figure, one rare to find even across the entire Tianyu Empire. He started off as a lone cultivator, unaffiliated with any of the 7 houses. But as if he was born for cultivation, he tirelessly trained and cultivated. If he didn't have cultivation methods to practice, he would go to other clans and obtain them by force. From mortal ranked, spirit ranked, now to profound ranked cultivation methods, Elder Li has, literally, seen and memorized every single cultivation method. So, Elder Yang, are you saying that Elder Li was a robber before? Panicked. Vicious Pill King gesticulated wildly in his stammering, "No, that's not what I said. Keep your mouth shut for things that shouldn't be said." Li Jingtian bellowed and slapped him. Looking somewhat awkwardly at Shuofan. "Ahem, that was an old doing of mine. Something that I feel ashamed to admit to this day. I have to disagree. If one is without a cultivation method to practice, why shouldn't they seek out more? Should one stay weak their whole life? I applaud this attitude. Haha. For someone who stirred up the entire Tianyu Empire recently, you live up to your name, very much a stark contrast to the usual folk. Correct. Back when I was young, I scavenged the world for cultivation methods in order to get strong. If a certain clan had a renowned cultivation method, it would not take long before I kicked through their front gate. And naturally, the more I robbed, the more enemies I made. But I was not afraid of them. For I had gotten far stronger than them after I cultivated. If they dared to seek revenge, I would cut them all down like grass. I also swore that if I were to lose even one exchange in a fight against those seeking revenge, I would admit that my cultivation skill was inferior and would let them take my life. He did the exact same thing I did at the 100-pill meeting. The star of a generation, for sure. Not that either one of us is a good person. And so, people called him the Mad Dipper, because of his bravery and arrogance and because he was simply so strong that no one could lay a finger on him. And so, I robbed and cultivated all the way to the profound heaven stage. No one was ever able to defeat me. But that's where I met my limitations. Understandable. At the profound heaven stage, spirit-ranked cultivation methods no longer do the job. It is a necessity to switch to profound-ranked cultivation methods to improve further. But only the imperial family, the 4 pillars, and the 7 houses have profound-ranked cultivation methods. Is that why you pledged your loyalty to the regent estate? Li Jingtian shook his head, holding his head up high. Vicious Pill King butted in. Steward Zhuo, that is not it. Elder Li did not pledge his loyalty in order to get in. He battled his way into the regent estate. Back then, Elder Li heard that the regent estate had the best cultivation method of the 7 houses, the imperial tyrant body art, and went on to seize it. Impressively, Elder Li's spirit-ranked body cultivation method was good enough to hold off several regent estate elders utilizing the imperial tyrant body art. The regent estate's then Grand Elder recognized his talent and invited him to become a guest elder. And now, he is a venerable. It's exceptionally rare, even throughout the entire history of the regent estate. From fierce foe to ally. The regent estate is no group to look down on. Profound heaven experts wouldn't last a second if they got serious. Rather than saying he tried obtaining the cultivation method by force, his acts were instead a demonstration of his talent. Although, even as a body cultivator, he's also managed to develop a prudent mind. Truly a rare find. Brain and brawn. Yes. Someone I can definitely use. I will now fish him in. You are quite the martial fanatic, Elder Li. You're willing to do anything to become stronger. You only live once. It would be a waste of life to not attempt to reach the peak of one's capabilities. I understand Elder Li's desires. I am not the kind of person you think I have a high-ranked cultivation method. Zhuofan cut him off. Li Jingtian looked squarely at Zhuofan with admiration. But what I don't understand is, if Elder Li is already the regent estate's guest venerable and has already obtained the imperial tyrant body art, why would you want my cultivation method? I'm not here for the cultivation method. I am here for your life. Quit the bullshit. Should Elder Li not speak truthfully, you may not be able to obtain the cultivation method. Even if you kill me, this kid is profoundly outstanding, having such audacity in front of a radiant stage expert. No wonder Lung Wuchang needed me to handle him personally. So it is. Li Jingtian sighed and nodded. Today, I am here for your cultivation method. Them regent estate bastards. While I am technically a guest venerable, they only taught me up to the imperial tyrant body ART's 7th stage. I tried to obtain the last 2 stages, but failed. Worse yet, even the untalented people get to practice it fully. Utterly unreasonable. Had I completed the 9th stage, I would have become the best in the world. I could even fight an even match against the divine dragons of the imperial family. Why is it that the last 2 stages are never offered to me? Li Jingtian, a martial fanatic, as well as extremely talented. If he completed the cultivation method, would the regent estate still be able to control him? I shall take him in. Although, the same could be said for us. I will need to limit him somehow. Kid, you wanted the truth, so there it is. If you don't want to die, turn over your cultivation method. Elder Li, How do you know if my cultivation method is necessarily stronger than the regent estates? You think you can still hide it after stirring up such a commotion within the Drifting Flowers edifices? Even Huangpu Qingyun, who practiced the 7th stage, couldn't endure the power of more than a single bursting pill. Not only did you take 5 of those pills, you also only needed 1 strike to take him out and blow half his body away in the process. Isn't it obvious which is stronger? Zhuo Fan and Vicious Pill King shared a look and nodded. Not everyone was stupid, able to tell which was which. Elder Li, I'm sure you have seen more things than you, more than anyone else, should know the power of the Imperial Tyrant body art. Can you really think of a cultivation method with power greatly exceeding that of the Imperial Tyrant body art? So, Elder Li, since you know about the battle at the Drifting Flowers edifices so well, you must also know my other identity. Heaven-toppling pill. Impossible. Zhuo Fan nodded with a crafty smile. I did not obtain this body purely through cultivation. I also relied on our clan's heirloom, some body-refining pills. A single pill can multiply one's strength 5-fold or more. No, that's not possible. A body cultivator's strength is simply their physical body. There are no shortcuts to improvement, aside from training endlessly. If pills could be used to assist in bodybuilding, then wherein lies the point anymore? Could such a pill really exist? But Zhuo Fan is living proof of it. Unless such a pill exists, and he had taken that pill, how was it possible that he was so much stronger than Huangpu Qingyun, another body cultivator? Kid, turn over the pills now, or I will take your life. I ate them all. How would I have competed against Huangpu Qingyun otherwise? Then make some. Aren't you an alchemist as well? I'm out of materials. Can't do it. Then, I will go gather them with you. Raising an eyebrow, Zhuo Fan caught Vicious Pill King showing off a peculiar smile. One that Li Jingtian clearly spotted. Alright then. I need the blood of a red-tail ice fox as the primer. Let's take a trip to the All-Beast mountain range. Wait. Why go so far? It's just a 3rd-level spiritual beast, and there is a spiritual beast forest around here. It doesn't have as many spiritual beasts as the mountain range, but the number of low-level beasts will be more than enough for you to make some pills. Frowning, Zhuo Fan had no choice but to sigh and nod. Fine by me. Let's go. Turning around, he gave Vicious Pill King a look. Vicious Pill King didn't seem to have caught it, but Li Jingtian was on guard to pick up this particular strange behavior. Stop right there. It's just a 3rd-level spiritual beast. It won't be hard to handle. Let Yang Song go alone. We shall wait here. Haha, I'm the alchemist. Elder Li. Many details go into catching a 3rd-level spiritual beast. How could I let Elder Yang go alone? Not sure what he's planning. But word is that he is extremely deceitful. I must proceed carefully. Stop playing tricks with me. I said he will go alone, so that's that. Not that he doesn't know how to make pills, how to catch spiritual beasts, what can or cannot be touched, and how it would affect the pill making. I'm sure he knows. Gnashing his teeth, Zhuo Fan furrowed his brows, but sighed in the end and took out a gourd from his ring. Elder Yang, these worms are the red-tail ice fox's favorite. Use it as bait. It shouldn't take long. Hold on. What's in there? Li Jingtian took the ice-cold gourd and opened it. A blood-colored worm wiggled its way out. Since when did foxes eat worms? Aside from us alchemists, who catch them to make pills, why would anyone else know about spiritual beasts' habits and favorites? Yang Song, you have 1 day to catch that 3rd-level spiritual beast. Take any longer than that, and we'll take our leave. Then, you'll have to head back to the Luo clan yourself. Yang Song staggered in his flight, looking back at Zhuo Fan and nodded. As someone who was an enemy to so many in his younger days, Li Jingtian is really careful about his plans, avoiding ambushes every step along the way. Call it a remnant of his past. But it is precisely because you are too careful that you are walking into my trap, step by step. Around 12 hours later, Vicious Pill King carried a snow-white fox's body. Its tail was a vibrant red. Vicious Pill King placed the body down and returned the gourd to Zhuo Fan with a slight nod. Now, we're ready for pill making. Hold on. A flick of his finger cut the fox in two. Li Jingtian stooped and squeezed the parts until a red worm came out. Now, you can proceed. Vicious Pill King was startled yet found Zhuo Fan calm as a well. Understood. I shall make a body-refining pill for Elder Li, to prove my honesty. No, make 10. If such a good pill exists, the more the merrier. You can only consume such a pill once during a lifetime. Eating more does nothing, and so, neither does making more. No. I said 10, so you will make 10. or you both shall worry for your heads. For lack of a better option, Zhuo Fan started refining. When the pills were just about done, he added the ice fox's blood. With a hum, 10 pills radiating cool air and colored red flew into Zhuo Fan's palm. Those pills just came out of the yuan flame. How are they so cold? There's not a single trace of the fire. Elder Li, there's more to this. This is a 3rd-tier pill, freezing body pill. It is a true heirloom of my clan. A special technique uses the yin-yang flame to make this pill externally cold but internally hot. Once consumed, it cycles between hot and cold a few hundred times, achieving the effect of body cultivation. Let me have one. Zhuo Fan nodded, acquiescing his demand. Wait. Li Jingtian had a sly smile. Hand me the other 9. Zhuo Fan frowned but complied. Kid, eat this pill for me. I said that eating more of these pills has no use. I am aware of that, but it can't hurt to have more, right? If you don't eat it, it means that the pill has problems, and your head will come off this instant. Seeing him fine, Li Jingtian's eyes roamed around in thought. Kid, pick another pill out of these 9. Zhuo Fan sighed and took one. Eat it. Zhuo Fan complied, yet Li Jingtian shouted again, just before he ate it. No, let Yang Song eat that pill instead. Me. Yang Song stammered but was forced to eat it either way. Continue. In this way, Li Jingtian made Zhuo Fan pick again and again, until only 3 were left. He picked one himself, then checked the 2's faces. Before eating it, Li Jingtian felt a chill seep into him, then a warmth. It was so gentle and cozy. Zhuo Fan raised an eyebrow then snickered. Li Jingtian entered meditation and focused on refining the pill. Zhuo Fan and Vicious Pill King were actually just standing there looking at him. 6 hours later, Li Jingtian stood up. So how is it, Elder Li? Don't you feel a lot better? Yes, I feel much better. Although, I don't feel that my body is any stronger. That's not strange at all, Elder Li. What I gave you was not a cultivation pill to begin with. What did you say? Li Jingtian's rage exploded. What a shame. Elder Li, you know this world far better than me. How did you so easily believe such a thing as a body-refining pill? Cultivation was never something easy. The more you invest, the greater the return. Relying on pills for improvement will only lead you to your doom. So, you were intentionally messing with me? Li Jingtian's eyes were red now. Stop saying things like that. He already killed the bloodworm. Vicious Pill King shivered as he shook Zhuo Fan's arm. Zhuo Fan, however, flicked his hand free and laughed. So what? What if I was messing with him? You old fuck, treating me like the idiots you met before. You think you can take my cultivation method from me? Not even close. You, son of a bitch. I am the Mad Dipper, a notable figure even back when I was young. How did it come to that a brat dares to yell at me so disrespectfully? What a shame. Truly a great shame. I suppose. I won't get his cultivation method today. I must kill him. Kid, hand over your life. Zhuo Fan snorted and made a sign. A shriek of pain shuddered the heavens itself. A bloody mark appeared on Li Jingtian's forehead. So it worked, Steward Zhuo? Vicious Pill King blinked. Of course. Elder Yang, your contribution was essential to the plan's success. I will note down this merit. Haha, that's great. Vicious Pill King's spirits were uplifted. He looked to Li Jingtian with a proud gaze. Hey, even an old thing like you has times like these. Your fault for flexing in front of us. Just so you know, flexing in front of this kid comes at a great cost. What? What is going on? Li Jingtian held his head as he rolled on the ground. What happened to me? What did you do to me? Zhuo Fan and Vicious Pill King snickered in sync. Vicious Pill King felt it on his own skin. But seeing the Mad Dipper of Qianyu's act crushed and shamed, made him chipper. Elder Li, you know exactly what happened. As someone who's lived for this long, how haven't you learned that you can't eat anything that a stranger gives you? It was the pill? Impossible. Even if it was poisonous, I'm still far more than capable of suppressing the poison. And didn't you two eat it as well? That's correct. We both did eat the pill. And no, not only was the pill not poisonous, it was beneficial by itself. The true culprit wreaking havoc in your body is this thing. I'd long felt that the worms were weird. But it was beyond me to think that these worms possessed such enormous power to pull me right to the edge of life and death. This is a demonic creature that I personally made, a bloodworm. Once it enters your body, it will control your blood vessels. Being linked to my mind, at any time I wish. It will make you suffer, with no way to stop it. You can't remove it even if you are a radiant stage expert, Li Jingtian was shocked. Impossible. Before you made the pill, I checked all the ingredients and the fox's body with my soul. There were no anomalies. I even removed the only bloodworm. Besides, wouldn't the worm have been burnt to death by the flame? Sorry, Elder Li, I am one step ahead of you. Why do you think I suggested that we find a red-tail ice fox? My bloodworms develop within the deep cold. And a special trait of the red-tail ice fox is that its blood is as cold as ice. And so, I let Elder Yang feed the bloodworm to the fox. It wasn't meant to poison you directly. Instead, once the bloodworm found itself in a cold environment, it would start laying eggs. And so, even if you did remove the bloodworm, the eggs would already be in the fox's blood. Oh, I understand now. A radiant stage expert soul can only go as far as to detect living beings. And the eggs, not having hatched yet, only counted as a partial life form. And so, Li Jingtian wasn't able to detect them. Impressive work, Steward Shui. You even managed to defeat an experienced opponent like Li Jingtian. I'm truly amazed. Wait, even if the eggs were in the blood, how did you hatch them in such a short time? Li Jingtian was still in denial. That was due to the power of the pill. Like I said when I made this pill, I used yin and yang flames, knowing that if I used just a yang flame I would damage the eggs. And so, I used a yin flame to ensure that the eggs were put into the pill in a cold environment. Later, I'm sure you also felt the pill cycling between yin and yang. The change between soothing heat and chilling cold is nothing other than the mimicking of seasons. So, while it was just 6 hours to you, for the bloodworm, it had already been many decades. Plus, the pill speeds up your blood flow, which makes the bloodworms grow and spread throughout your body faster. So, this pill was no freezing body pill. Rather, it was a spring pill, which helps speed up blood flow and improve cultivation result. Never in life did I expect that such a brat would get a hold of me this bad. A lack of desire is the best protection. Had I not been greedy, I wouldn't have handed him control of my life. So, are you feeling bad that you fell into this state simply because you were so greedy? Look at this another way. People should be greedy. How would you shine amongst others if you weren't? Still, greed is one thing. To try and take shortcuts is another. One pill will not make you strong. Anybody can understand that. Even if there was such a thing, the cost would still be extremely high. Zhuo Fan then placed a jade slip at his feet, stopping the bloodworm's torment as he continued preaching. I've already told you. I have a cultivation method. It is a mid-profound ranked cultivation method called Wraith Art, with surprisingly high power. It holds its place against high profound ranked cultivation methods and is certainly stronger than that Imperial Tyrant body art. I will also give you 3 sets of profound ranked martial arts. If you wish to swear your allegiance to the Luo clan, pick it up and you will become an elder of our clan. Otherwise, you can return to the Regent estate now. Keep being their guest venerable. I will not stop you. I must check if they are real. Hopefully, it's not an incomplete set, like the one those Regent estate bastards gave me. When Li Jingtian caught a glimpse of it, his eyes widened. Unbelievable. One of the 3 profound ranked martial arts utilizes sound waves, something that's never existed in the entire Tianyu Empire. Zhuo Fan, exactly what kind of power does the Luo clan possess? How are they able to bring out such precious items with ease? So, what's your decision? Yes. How could I not take it? Haha. You know, if you had just taken out these martial arts, I would have followed you long ago. Why all of this commotion? Is that so? Knowing what he was thinking once again, Zhuo Fan smiled coldly. Had I just taken out the martial arts early, your plan would have instead been to take the martial arts and then kill me to increase your merits, no? Haha. Li Jingtian scratched his head awkwardly from having his heart laid bare. So the rumors are true. This guy is exceptionally smart. There's nothing you can sneak past him. No wonder he can kill experts from 4 houses and still wander around freely. If he's just a steward, then the clan he belongs to must for sure have unimaginable levels of power. He's someone truly worth following. As such, another poor and disillusioned expert climbed aboard. I look forward to learning from you. Steward Shui. Welcome to the Luo clan, Elder Li. Caged Dragon City. Here was where the head of the 7 houses, the Regent estate, laid its roots. Veiled Dragon Pavilion's Pavilion Lord, Long Yifi, 3rd Elder and Long Ju. Welcome, Pavilion Lord Long. I most sincerely apologize for failing to prepare a ceremony for your arrival. Thank you for your hospitality. My apologies for bothering Sir Lung to have to come out and greet me. It's very much an honor to have you welcome me at the gate. How courteous of Pavilion Lord Long. As the steward for the regent estate, it's my duty to welcome guest. Long Yifi nodded but felt his heart in a vice. 3 more figures arrived just then. Looking over, they were Hell Valley's Valley Lord, Yu Wanshan, along with his Grand Elder and one-armed 5th Elder. Look who we have here. Pavilion Lord Long, we meet again. This must be the 2nd time we've met after departing from the imperial capital. Isn't that right? But oh, how unpredictable life can be. Since we parted ways, the Veiled Dragon Pavilion has remained the same. But what a shame. The Hell Valley is no longer the same as before. This open jab at Hell Valley was an obvious mockery to them losing 2 great generals. First the demise of Yugichi, and second, the crippling of 5th Elder, Diamondback Ape. Longife, why don't you try and find out whether the Hell Valley is the same as before? Heh, you think, as the Pavilion Lord, I fear you at all? These 2 really have the strength to back their claims up. This show of strength is outright terrifying. Even within the Regent Estate, only a handful of people can possibly hold back these lords' full strength. Lung Wuchang coughed. This is the Regent Estate. Those simple words were as if spoken by a god as it shook the hearts of the 2 and their aura vanishing. We sincerely apologize and humbly ask for your forgiveness. It doesn't bother me. However, because this is the Regent Estate's territory and because both of you are the Regent Estate's honored guests, a duel between 2 honored guests would leave me a lot of trouble to deal with. Should the 2 of you wish to settle this private grudge elsewhere, simply step out of the Regent Estate's territory. It will no longer concern me then. Haha, look at the commotion. A laughter broke out, followed by 3 towering figures in green. Pavilion Lord Long, Valley Lord Yu, how nice to see both of you alive and well. Pilking Hall Lord Yang Bogong. Heh, you seem to be in a good mood after losing your chief alchemist. Valley Lord Yu, don't use yourself as a standard to compare others with. We, at Pilking Hall, are not like you. We do not fight with our lives every day. There are many 7th grade alchemists out there like Yang Song. We still have the next vicious Pilking, so the top alchemist in the entire Tianyu Empire will still find themselves walking out from the gates of the Pilking Hall. We don't care if we lose one. Such a dishonorable place. Hall Lord Yang, aren't you being too optimistic? I heard that before the vicious Pilking died, he lost to the kid named Shuafan, even in alchemy. If I were you, I wouldn't be so certain that the Pilking Hall is still on its way to raise the best alchemist in Tianyu. And what if that Shuafan is dead? A dead man can't compete with the Pilking Hall for the title of best in Tianyu. What? Shuafan? Where is that bastard? A sudden bark rang everyone's ears. Sir Lung, have we still been unable to get rid of that Shuafan? Merry Woods House Lord Lin Rufeng. You dumb fuck. Are you trying to broadcast to the world that we have something going on under the table? You could have at least tried to hide it. Long Yifi could already guess as his eyes glanced at the 2. Lung Wuchang coughed. House Lord Lin, please let me finish. We're all gathered here because we need to discuss how we can deal with the evildoer. Lin Rufeng, from what you said, are you already making moves? Long Yifi's eyes searched for a clue, a tick, anything. Of course I did. This kid killed our 6th elder. I can't allow him to live. This time, the Merry Woods is bringing out 2 experts. Lung Wuchang intervened before Lin Rufeng's loose tongue could do even more damage. Shuafan's style is too sleek. Having your family act ahead of all the others is truly unsuitable. We shall wait until after the 7 houses gathering. Lung Wuchang's deadly glare shut him up before he could open his beak. However, Long Yifi could already guess what happened. Looks like the Regent Estate was making moves even before the gathering. They also excluded the Veiled Dragon Pavilion. This will be troublesome. If the Regent Estate truly have the ambition to rule over all 7 houses, then the Veiled Dragon Pavilion is going to be one of the first on the list to go. Shuafan, please stay safe. I'm still waiting for you to rise up and help our family out. Don't lead yourself to your death so quickly. Haha, haven't seen such a crowd in a while. Pretty sure the last time all 7 houses gathered was more than a century ago. Jian Suifeng and Long Ju's eyes met and they nodded at each other. In Drifting Flower City, Shuafan pulled the strings in getting Sword Marquis's abode and Veiled Dragon Pavilion secretly more acquainted. Long Yifi's eyes shined at the newcomer, finally meeting an ally, and laughed. Sword Marquis's abode Lord Skybreaker Xie Xiaofeng, it's an honor to meet you. Veiled Dragon Pavilion Lord Soaring Dragon Long Efei, Xie Xiaofeng cupped his hands, laughing together for a reason only they knew. Your stories have been held in utmost admiration. Truly, a once-in-a-lifetime honor to be able to meet you. No, it's nothing. These 2 were house lords yet, They have never once met before, but since they were allies now, they saw each other in a better light. Lung Wuchang's brows trembled. The 7 houses have now mostly gathered. Given that the Drifting Flowers edifices was just turned upside down by Zhuofan, it must be that they couldn't afford to attend this gathering. Then we shall. Who said we couldn't spare time for such an important event? A clear and powerful voice cut Lung Wuchang's speech short. Drifting Flowers Edifice ex-overseer Lady of Steel Chu Bijuan. A curvaceous woman in her 40s, free from the scars of time, walked with dignity and lofty air. She's still alive. Each of them watched dumbstruck as if they saw a ghost. Impossible. Weren't you dead? Yang Bogong, you sure hoped I was dead. But regretfully, not only am I alive, I am also stronger than before. It won't be long before I get to breach the Radiant stage. By then, I will, for sure, return the favors the Pilking Hall has accumulated with us. Over the last few hundred years, one at a time, shivering inside, Yang Bogong sank into a depression. How pleasant for Edifice Lord Chu to recover and pick up the leading role in the Drifting Flowers edifices. Thank you for the compliment, Sir Lung. The Drifting Flowers edifices' Edifice Lord has always been Chu Qingcheng, although, because the esoteric debate is about to start, I asked her to focus on her cultivation. In the end, I'm just an assistant to the Edifice Lord. You're too modest, Edifice Lord Chu. Everyone knows that, though you're just the first overseer out of 15. There's no tangible difference between you and the Edifice Lord. Without you, would the Drifting Flowers edifices still be standing today? Especially considering that you've assisted 3 generations of Edifice Lords and yet do not desire to become the Edifice Lord yourself. I am truly impressed. Noting that today is a special day of gathering for the 7 houses, could Edifice Lord Chu please do me a favor and put our old debts and grudges aside? Of course. How could I not, when it's your request? It's just that I'm not sure if a certain somebody will comply with your request. Since Sir Lung asked, I, Yang Bogong, will cause no trouble within the territory of the Regent Estate. Haha, that's great. Everyone, please follow me. Our Estate Lord has long awaited your arrivals. He took the lead. The rest followed after him, while Yang Bogong snorted at Chu Bijuan. When passing by Veiled Dragon Pavilion and Sword Marquis' abode, they exchanged glances and the 3 broke out in smiles. This was done in such a casual manner that no one noticed. These 3 houses were in fact allies. The 6 houses' delegates entered in a lofty and grand hall. It's such a magnificent hall, yet there are only 7 seats within it. The elders from the houses have very respectable powers within their house. Even our Lord treats them with respect. I can't believe that they aren't even offered a seat here. Everyone, please take a seat. I will now welcome our Estate Lord out. And he just walks away. Yang Bogong, Yu Wanshan and Lin Rufeng looked at each other before taking their seats. Chu Bijuan squinted and took a seat as well. So this is how it is. So what should we do? As the clan head, we should stand up to preserve the dignity of our elders. The best way is to ask for the Regent Estate to add 2 chairs. But the seats here are arranged in a strange way. Can't figure out a clue why. A stout man in golden ceremonial robes dazzled in with Lung Wuchang behind him. Regent Estate Lord Huangpu Qianyuan. The people stood and offered their respects. Huangpu Qianyuan returned their gesture and sat in the seat of honor. How pleasant to see Lord Chu well and unscathed. The Regent Estate and the Drifting Flowers edifices have always been on good terms. Huangpu Qianyuan smiled and patted her snow-white hand. The Regent Estate sincerely wishes you good health. Iris Overseer and Peony Overseer cursed him secretly. Fake gentleman. Chu Bijuan withdrew in flustered. Estate Lord Huangpu, thank you for caring about me. That is very kind of you. Huangpu Qianyuan turned to Long Yifei and Xie Xiaofeng, asking in faux interest. Pavilion Lord Long, abode Lord Xie. Why not take a seat? Are the seats broken? I shall send someone to repair them immediately then. Oh no, that's not it. Chem. As one of the 3 sages, how could we allow Sir Lung to not have a seat? Sir Lung, you are welcome to take my seat. As expected of Pavilion Lord Long, he intentionally directed the focus onto Lung Wuchang. Not only was it unprovocative, it also pressures the Regent Estate into explaining the lack of seats. A great way to tackle the situation. Looks like someone's brain is working pretty well. Pavilion Lord Long, how could we let you give away your seat? Xie Xiaofeng joined in as well. Please, allow me to give up my seat. No, allow me. No, I shall be the one. The 2 kept going back and forth hoping to make a mountain out of a molehill. Yet Huangpu Tianyuan was sitting there without the slightest disturbance. Leng Wuchang snorted secretly. He cupped his hands at the two. Thanks for the kindness of the two house lords. However, at the Regent estate, subsidiaries may not sit at the same table as their superiors. The 7 seats here are specifically prepared for the 7 house lords participating in today's meeting. Even though I am the steward for the Regent estate, I am still not entitled to take a seat at this table. So that's why. Is this what they call an act of the emperor, where superiors and subsidiaries are separated? So, while this meeting was declared a strategic discussion regarding how to deal with Zhuofan, in truth, it's about forcing the other 6 houses to bow before him. I was right. The Regent estate is taking advantage of the Zhuofan situation to unite all 7 houses. I believe everyone here is aware of the reason the invitations were sent out. Recently, a certain Zhuofan has appeared in the Tianyu Empire, who has continuously challenged the dignity of our 7 houses. From the Hell Valley's 7th elder to stirring up the drifting flower edifices, making Drifting Flowers City a mess, he has also taken the lives of experts from 4 families. All of Tianyu is taking the 7 houses as a joke. The respect we once had is nowhere to be found. If we allow him to continue, it won't surprise me if he will one day walk through one of our house's front gates and create a ruckus at our doorstep. Isn't Drifting Flower City the headquarters of the Drifting Flower Edifices? Yeah, the Drifting Flowers Edifices has been very out of shape. But if one tower can exchange for the best alchemist in Tianyu, then go on. I have more towers to spare. You better watch your mouth, Chu Bijuan. Tumphh, I think it's perfectly clear who the one out of line is here. Huangpu Tianyuan shouted. Silence. Huangpu Tianyuan ended their quarrel and resumed. This is why I suggest we issue a demon purging decree, under the name of all 7 houses, and eradicate him once and for all. What? The demon purging decree hasn't been used for 3 centuries now. In form, the demon purging decree was an ultimatum coming from all 7 houses. Its cruelty was far beyond even the notorious eradication of an entire family line. Once a demon purging decree was issued, all forces across the 7 houses, including their venerables, would focus on annihilating the target. Any place that the target had been in would be completely eradicated. Should the target appear in a city, regardless of its size, all civilians in the city would be rid of their lives. If the target appeared in a town, then the entire town was to be killed with no exceptions. Or out of consideration of the consequences, in order to issue a demon purging decree, an unanimous vote must be cast across the 7 houses. Should any one house choose not to participate thereafter, such action would be considered treason against the imperial family. So far, Zhuofan has only killed people from 4 of the 7 houses and made himself their enemy. Even if he did kill people from all 7 houses, to issue a demon purging decree purely for that is unacceptably brutal. In the end, the vast majority of lives lost under the demon purging decree are innocent. If not for the fact that the monster 300 years ago proved too difficult to tackle, the 7 houses would not have agreed to issue such a demon purging decree. And yet, we're issuing such a measure for a person at the bone tempering stage? What do you say? Huangpu Tianyuan smiled. Yang Bogong, Yu Wanshan, and one other nodded. We completely agree with your wise suggestion. The target must be eliminated, at all cost. But, to issue a demon purging decree now would be far too excessive, wouldn't it? Should we go ahead and make moves now, it would cause havoc across Tianyu, and we would need to give a proper explanation to the imperial family. Plus, the monster 300 years ago had strengths that are on a different magnitude compared to him right now. It just doesn't make sense to issue a purging decree for him. Of course Pavilion Lord Long would say that. Thinking back, the Veiled Dragon Pavilion was willing to help Zhuofan cover up his doings. Of course you would speak for him, since you already have connections with him. Yu Wanshan, don't you dare blindly accuse me. Neither I nor the rest of the Veiled Dragon Pavilion knows why 2 of your elders died. But even if I told you that, would you believe it? I'd rather take this matter and cover it up, to avoid people thinking that the Veiled Dragon Pavilion fears you. Yet somehow, we are defending him. HMPH. You know full well whether you're defending him or not. Windgaze City was your territory. How could you not know what happened there? And knowing that that was our territory, you sent elders anyway. If anything, their death was warranted. What did you say? You want to fight? Huangpu Tianyuan snorted in anger. One that shook the entire place. Yu Wanshan and Long Yifi felt their ears ringing and a heavy force pushing down on them. This is the Regent estate. That power, unbelievable. Even though we are both at the peak of the profound heaven stage, in comparison, I am nothing. The two apologized but were wary nonetheless. Edifice Lord Chu, what are your thoughts? After a brief reflection, Chu Bijuan responded with a smile. I completely agree with Estate Lord's suggestion. Zhuo Fan has wreaked havoc and destroyed an edifice in the Drifting Tower edifices. He should be eradicated as soon as possible. Long Yifei and Xie Xiaofeng watched each other baffled. Hey, Grandma, what about our alliance? Did you betray us? But Estate Lord Huangpu, Chu Bijuan showed an expression plagued by worry. Please hurry with the demon purging decree. Strike the kid down swiftly, like lightning. After all, he still has our house heirloom. The body root. If we push him too far, we may cause him to eat it for his own sake, then the losses of the Drifting Flowers edifices will become even heavier. Then, after my reconsideration, let's forget about the demon purging decree. It is truly too cruel. Heh. What? Huangpu Qianyuan treated their looks of doubt as air. The reason I suggested it just then was to see whether my fellow house lords would have mercy on the public. As the 7 houses, we are the strongest clans within the entire Tianyu Empire. We all share the responsibility of keeping it stable. If we were to initiate a demon purging decree on Zhuofan simply because we had the power to and because it would make our lives easier, wouldn't we be too negligent of the effects of our decision? The day is late now. House lords, please return to the guest rooms to rest well. We shall reconvene another day. When all left, Huangpu Qianyuan spoke faintly. Surprising that she's remained so skillful at negotiation even after so long. Isn't that right? Yeah, she was too good at it. She spotted your weak spot instantly and cut short your thoughts of issuing a demon purging decree in mere sentences. It's a skill rarely found. In my eyes, while the Drifting Flowers edifices is the weakest of the 7 houses, she will be the person who will make the whole ordeal a lot more difficult. Yeah. As soon as she came back, the Drifting Flowers edifices became a hard nut to crack again. Yu Wanshan's group suddenly appeared in the hall. Everyone, I understand your worries. But please, relax. Rest assured, the Regent Estate will not attack any honorable house lord here. Our estate lord simply was in the heat of the moment and took back what he originally said. Startled, Yu Wanshan's group held Leng Wuchang in even greater admiration. Sir Leng, you are thoroughly impressive. Our thoughts cannot escape your eyes. Thank you for the compliment. I just have a keen eye for the people around me. But, Sir Leng, Estate Lord, how exactly will we deal with Zhuofan? Haha. Valley Lord you are a Valley Lord. Why does a brat like him make you panic so much? Surely, you can deal with him. Valley Lord haven't we already dispatched people to go after him? What if that fails? Isn't that the sole reason we're here to discuss a potential demon purging decree? He's at the bone tempering stage. How is he deserving of a purging decree? That kid is just a start. The demon purging decree has a separate purpose. Leng Wuchang looked unperturbed, although I have limited intel on him. 3 houses have each dispatched 2 elders, for a total of 6 profound heaven experts. The chances of taking him out are well above 90%. However, now it's something that will, for sure, happen. Oh! Why is it that Sir Leng has become this confident all of a sudden? Huangpu Qianyuan raised an eyebrow. Even he was curious. I have just learned that our venerable, Li Jingtian, has also volunteered to chase after the kid. He went. What for? Huangpu Qianyuan was startled. What else could it be for? He must have heard about the battle at the Drifting Flowers edifices and went to take his cultivation method. For someone like him who is madly in love with martial arts, it's no surprise that only the chance of getting better would drive him forward. Chumph, as a venerable of the Regent Estate who has already learned the Imperial Tyrant body art, his mind is still on some other clan's cultivation method. How unreasonable. Leng Wuchang shook his hand indifferently. Even so, given his personality, once he gets a hold of the cultivation method, the kid will be dead immediately after. He is already dead. Also, everyone here should start taking measures towards Windgaze City. The smile froze on the 4. Estate Lord, Sir Leng, the reason we sent people to guard Windgaze City was to get rid of Zhuofan. Now that he's obviously dead, why would we still make any moves? Fool. Huangpu Qianyuan barked, his eyes cold. Zhuofan came out of that city. How can you guarantee that there won't be second, a third, or even a 10th Zhuofan? It would be a whole mess once that happens. We should just eradicate the entire city. Besides, the words that have come out of my mouth. Huangpu Qianyuan's tone shifted to a darker one. When have I ever taken them back? The hell is with the Regent estate? They're clearly using us as weapons. Yuan Shan stomped in rage. Indeed. Windgaze City was closed off by the imperial family 2 years ago. The Regent estate wants to test the limits of the emperor but fears heading it, so we've become the scapegoats. Damn it. Yang Bogong gnashed his teeth. Lin Rufeng furrowed his brow in worry. But, if we don't do it, we'll be going against them. Yet if we comply, we might get punished by the imperial family. Neither is good, but which is better? The damned Regent estate. The imperial family may be a frail tiger now, but that didn't mean one should start groping its tail. Valley Lord, as the phrase goes, when both result in loss, take the one with lesser harm. If we make a move on Windgaze City, it is uncertain how the imperial family will react. However, going against the Regent estate's orders, considering Huangpu Tianyuan's temper, won't be a simple matter. The 3 house lords shuddered and sighed. If that's the case, then all we can do is to take a gamble. And bet that the imperial family is weak enough right now that they won't dare to touch us. Screw it. Bring your sending jades out. Advance to Windgaze City. The jade slip turned into a light and shot in Windgaze City's direction. Lung Wuchang was outside the hall, smiling at the 3 lights tracing the sky above Caged Dragon City. It seems, they figured out my intention but dared not to defy it. Those 3 are the heads of 3 houses. They are not dumb. Why wouldn't they understand your true intentions? They evaluated what they would gain and lose and chose us in the end, in spite of that. It seems that the reputation of the imperial family is quickly fading in the eyes of the 7 noble houses. Indeed, after millennia of corrosion, the 7 houses have grown stronger by the day, and the imperial family has weakened, all culminating in the current emperor. The weakest in the past 1,000 years. Truly. This is the opportunity we've awaited. If the imperial family does nothing after this invasion on Windgaze City, Huangpu Tianyuan grinned and showed his ambition, then I will make full use of a demon purging decree to remove all who are against me and unite the 7 noble houses. Then, this land will rightfully be mine. When the 7 noble houses are united, even the 4 great pillars won't be able to stop us. Wuchang congratulates the estate lord on taking the throne in glorious fashion. Lung Wuchang gave a deep bow. Sir Leng, you are a once-in-a-generation prime minister. Yet you are willing to become the steward of the Regent estate and support me in my quest to conquer all. The promise I made to you will be fulfilled the moment I step on the throne. The head of the 4 pillars, the seat of the prime minister, they are for no one else but you. I thank estate lord for the praise. When Elder Li kills Zhuofan and brings back the body root, I will immediately assist you in cultivating the 9 dragons' diamond body. When that moment arrives, not even the 5 divine dragons will be able to touch you. Then you will truly conquer the heavens, with no enemies left. Will that martial fanatic Elder Li become interested in the worldly treasure? He won't just throw it out, right? Haha, the estate lord jests. Elder Li is just a martial fanatic. He's not stupid. Why would he throw such a treasure away? He will bring it back, for sure. And with Elder Li's powers, Zhuofan has no chance of damaging that treasure one bit, so may the estate lord worry not. Lung Wuchang and Huangpu Tianyuan started laughing together. As if the world was their oyster. In a different part of the city, Long Yifei, Xie Xiaofeng, and Chu Bijuan convened in a secluded place once they left the hall. Auntie, what does the Regent estate have up its sleeves? Please let us know. I've interacted with the other 6 house lords throughout my entire life. I can say that I know all your ways like the back of my hand. Take the seats at the hall, for example. You thought that was Lung Wuchang looking down on you guys, so that you would show the Regent estate respect, no? Was that not the case? Shaking her head, Chu Bijuan sighed, her eyes focused. There was really only one test: submission. Submission? Yes. The art of being an emperor, at its root, is the art of obedience. To summarize that with 2 words, to submit. The moment we stepped into that hall, those 2 words were on our faces. Huangpu Tianyuan is arrogant. He only needs those who obey him. So when you went in and saw the seats, you were to sit according to how he had arranged them and not have any other thoughts whatsoever. While Pavilion Lord Long showed some wisdom there. In his eyes, it is the same as not submitting, so you have put yourselves on the list. Xie Xiaofeng frowned as he nodded in agreement. So that is why Grandma was following along with him. That explains it. If that's the case, the drifting flower edifices should be further down on the hit list. It should be so. Up to this point, the body root he so wishes for is still with Zhuofan, or so he thinks. Not only that, My actions showed submission to him the entire time. From his point of view, the drifting flower edifices should be placed below the two houses. Brother Xie, with this, we have to be extra vigilant. What they thought would be a hidden alliance with Drifting Flowers edifice to make a joint covert attack, now became a full-blown and open assault. Becoming the vanguard had placed a heavy weight on their shoulders. Chu Bijuan knew what they were thinking and tapped with her dragon head staff. House Lords, please do not mistaken it as taking the hit for the Drifting Flower edifices, and that, with you two at the front, the Drifting Flower edifices can stay rest assured, as of right now. Truthfully, the three houses are already in the same boat. If either house encounters trouble, then it will only be a matter of time for the other two. Grandma sees the bigger picture. We are ashamed. Enough. Chu Bijuan spoke in an imposing tone. We're allies right now. Our focus should be on stopping the Regent estate and their advances on conquering the world. Having heard his intent, it seems that he wants to enforce a demon purging decree. I don't think that it is for Zhuo Fan but instead to cause chaos in Tianyu and take over the 6 houses in the midst of it. However, I knew that he's always been seeking the body route, which is why I brought it up, so that he would calm down a bit. But it won't be for long. As soon as Zhuo Fan dies and he gets the body route, a demon purging decree will be enforced again. But, if Zhuo Fan's dead, there will be no reason to enforce a demon purging decree, right? You fool. That brat is simply an excuse. The enforcement of a demon purging decree has never had any connection to him. Even if he's dead, as long as it stays as a secret, they will still have him as an excuse. I believe, the Regent estate has sent out experts to hunt that brat down. With the help of unwanted contriver Lung Wuchang, there isn't much hope for the brat. This is the Lady of Steel. She stands up to her name, with the charisma of a general that is no less than any man. Though the two of us are house heads, in front of her, we can only act as children and listen. Now, the Regent estate needs only to find out the imperial family's limit. Then, it can execute the demon purging decree without holding back. And this testing of this limit is Windgaze City. We do not know the imperial family's stance towards Windgaze City, so we have to stop them. We cannot let them touch the Windgaze City's Luo clan. Chinga, Du Dan. Go now to Huangpu Chenyuan, and tell him that Pavilion Lord Long, Adobe Lord Xie, and I have urgent matters, so we must take our leave. Yes. The two overseers bowed. We must leave now to Windgaze City. I am certain they've made preparations there. Hopefully, we will make it there in time. Grandmother, having 3 houses move together, isn't that? We can't be that perfect right now. Lung Wuchang is wiser than most. The alliance between us won't be hidden for much longer. Why not let the world know, so we won't need to do anything more in secret? Let them see clearly that the 3 houses as one are not to be trifled with. They will have to be careful too. Truly, someone with a bright mind. Long Yifei and Xie Xiaofeng looked at each other and laughed dryly. We, too, are house lords, yet we can't even join the conversation. And at this moment, 3 figures landed on a mountain outside Windgaze City. I am back. Zhuo Fan's mind was filled with thoughts the nearer he got. He didn't realize when the Luo clan got to be so important to him. It's been 2 years since I left. I wonder how they're doing now. Don't tell me old Pang died from practicing the Wraith art. Elder Li, you are being serious, right? The Regent estate did not carry out a demon purging decree. This old man's asked me 1,000 times already on our way here. His eyes snapped on Vicious Pill King and roared. Yang Song, you brat, do you have Alzheimer's? Why can't you keep your mouth shut? I will repeat myself once again. I came of my own accord. The Regent estate did not enact a demon purging decree, at least not before I left. If you fucker dare to ask me one more time, I will rip your mouth off. Zhuo Fan had also got to know what the demon purging decree entailed this past 2 weeks and could feel Vicious Pill King's distress. Having learned the implications of a demon purging decree, it is not unusual to be this worried. But Li Jingtian will not, and dares not, to lie to me. This martial fanatic truly came for the cultivation method and had nothing to do with them. Otherwise, he would have acted instantly instead of giving me the chance to subdue him. Relax, Elder Yang. Even if the 7 houses executed a demon purging decree, it wouldn't be this quick. At the very least, we'll have time to prepare. A sudden ripple spread from Windgaze City. Vicious Pill King was still out of it, but the other 2 felt it. Soul ripples. Could it be that a demon purging decree has already been initiated? This is too sudden. We can protect ourselves. But the Luo clan cannot, for the most part. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Zhuo Fan nodded at Li Jingtian, who searched with his soul. Discerning field. Under the cover of Li Jingtian's soul sense, Zhuo Fan released his own. This would make the other side only notice Long's discerning field while Zhuo Fan's was still hidden. This would give him a good opportunity to lay some traps if the other was an enemy. This guy is a murderous psychopath. He's thinking about how to kill with every passing moment. He's hiding his soul's presence within mine. When the fight breaks out, he'll be able to catch anyone by surprise at any moment. Li Jingtian secretly signed, holding Zhuo Fan in even higher regard. 3 radiant stage experts. Li Jingtian frowned. 2 in the 3rd layer, 1 in the 4th layer, in addition to a few profound heaven expert. Wait, those 2 as well. I knew they weren't trustworthy, but I didn't have an excuse to get rid of them. But this time, Zhuo Fan observed Blackwind Mountain in the distance. A glance was enough to reveal that the arrays he set up were activated, easing his worries. Seems that the Blackwind Mountain is fine. Holy cow, Li Jingtian scanned the Blackwind Mountain as well. The Luo clan is truly extraordinary. There are defensive arrays heavily fortifying it, that even I haven't seen before. They are no less than the defensive arrays around the Regent estate. Even if it were Radiant stage experts, breaking through that would be exhausting. Moving 3 God Realm experts at once, this surely is the 7 houses, demon purging decree. Elder Yang, worry not. This has nothing to do with a demon purging decree. If it were a demon purging decree, they would have made a move the moment they arrived, before the defensive arrays were activated. But seeing how it is, it seems that they're waiting for orders. But if it's not for a demon purging decree, then why are there Radiant stage experts? Because of me. To ensure that I breathe my last, they've set up the most foolproof trap here. Every little detail, even the possibility of the Veiled Dragon Pavilion intervening, has been carefully considered. Safe to say, with 3 Radiant stage experts here, as soon as I step into Windgaze City, I will be dead, for sure. Zhuo Fan shot him a look. But, what they won't realize, is that I also have a Radiant stage cultivator with me. A 6th layer Radiant stage body cultivator at that. With me around, Li Jingtian laughed and jutted his chin. Those novices won't touch a single hair of your Elder Li. If it's you, is it enough to just stop them from hurting me? Wouldn't that be too easy? All right, I'll kill my way there and paint those old bags red. No. Could it be that you do not trust my strength? Don't even talk about those 3rd or 4th layer Radiant stage tortoises. Even if it's Radiant stage experts at the same layer as me, I can still fight a 1v3, no problem. But, what if I want Elder Li to hold them in place? Li Jingtian was finding it hard to answer Zhuo Fan's request. But holding them in place is a completely different thing. Even with the same cultivation level, defeating someone is not hard. Elder Li, aren't you still the Regent Estate's guest venerable right now? Steward Zhuo, I am wholeheartedly. Li Jingtian was just about to explain his loyalty when he caught on to Zhuo Fan's sneaky meaning. Exactly, the world does not yet know that you've joined Luo clan, so. Zhuo Fan got closer to Li Jingtian's ear, who nodded now and then. Remember. Do not say anything more. Just go right in, give them 2 slaps, and send them on their way. Understood. I haven't acted high and mighty in a long time. Li Jingtian flew straight for Windgaze City. Zhuo Fan grinned. Even spies have to be of good quality. He spies they got their aunt something that I'd want. Elder Yang, let me bring you back to the clan first. Zhuo Fan pulled him towards Blackwind Mountain. Meanwhile, in Cai Manor. Humph, damned Sun Clan, damned Hell Valley. We scoured the entire Blackwind Mountain multiple times. Even gave them a map of the terrain, we just left out the array that protected the mountain. That's not on us. Why are they giving us the cold treatment? Sigh, Zhuo Fan's mind is unfathomable. He set up 4 guarding arrays before he left. That Luo Yunchang was careful enough too, though. She kept it a secret for 2 years. It wasn't until we betrayed the Luo clan that she activated the arrays. Compared to those guarding arrays, the terrain map we gave is of no value. Don't blame them for ignoring us. It must be that Zhuo Fan taught her to do that before he left. That bitch listens to everything he says. Last thing they need to make him the clan head is giving him her body. Father, answer this question of mine. Zhuo Fan was born lower class. I am Cai Xiaoting, the young master of the Cai clan. What part of me is worse than him? Why is it that since she met him, she has no eyes for me? My beloved son, why do you know nothing about yourself? Zhuo Fan is someone truly miraculous. Even the higher-ups in the 7 houses praise him. If I had a daughter, I would have given her to him. The elder wishes to see you guys. Please follow me. Startled, the CAI father and son turned happy. Our chance is here. Reporting to the elder, CAI Rong and his son is here. Let them in. They only just stepped through the door and their knees hit the floor, soon followed by their heads. This is CAI Rong, head of the CAI clan, with my son, Xiaoting. We bow before the elders. Hehe, these two know their manners. The feelings were mutual for the middle-aged men sitting in the chairs across, holding them in even worse regard. Yang Zhenglan, if you find those two favorable, just let them join the Pill King Hall afterward. The man in the center teased. You Laroliu, they clearly came to join the Hell Valley. If you push them away like that, won't that be too cruel? Is there more than one person aside from the Hell Valley elder? Yang Zhenglan shook his hand and laughed. You Laroliu, isn't it a bit rude to push these men who came to Hell Valley? Even to an inferior clan such as theirs, credit must be given where it's due and take them in your care. When a dog wags its tail, the master rewards it with a piece of meat, am I right? Why are you wasting time with these 2 pieces of useless trash? Ask what needs to be asked so we can prepare. It won't be long till the order from our house lords comes. Lin Yueluan, between the 3 houses here, your grudge with that brat is the smallest. We aren't even worried. Why are you? Maybe Zhuofan's dead by now. We might not even have to do anything. After all, many have their eyes on this place, so we should keep clear of them. What's going on? Of the 7 noble houses, 3 houses, the Hell Valley, the Pill King Hall, and the Merry Woods, have come here. I thought this was only to swear fealty to the Hell Valley. Why are the other 2 houses here? The anger of one house can be quenched with information on the Luo clan. If it's 3 houses though, even if the Luo clan were gone, they would pour their remaining anger out on us. Yes, CAI Rong. Tell us how many experts the Luo clan has protecting them. Reporting to the elders, the Luo clan is at most a second-rate clan. They have only one elder, Lei Yuntian, a profound heaven expert. That only broke through 2 years ago. As for his goddaughter, Lei Yuting, and the head of the guards, Lin Longi, they are both bone-tempering. As for the Luo clan orphans, siblings Yunchang and Yunhai, they aren't really worth mentioning. The 3 elders looked at the 2 somewhat awkwardly. First time seeing such loyal traitors. What's with the 4 arrays? Do you know how to break through or get around them? Those arrays were set up by Zhuofan after we had left. We know nothing of them. We discovered these 4 arrays after betraying the Luo clan. Elders, you have to believe. Enough, enough. We believe you. Such loyal traitors. What excuse do we have to not trust them? Just as they were about to ask the 2 to leave, 3 men suddenly broke in and the elders got shocked and rushed to bow. We pay respects to the 3 venerables. We just discovered 3 people outside Windgaze City. 1 5th layer bone tempering, 1 6th layer profound heaven. However, 1 is 6th layer radiant stage. A venerable shouted, crap. That radiant stage expert is coming this way. A 6th layer radiant stage expert. What is he doing here? Is he friend or foe? Shockingly, Mad Dipper, Li Jingtian slammed into the Sun Clan's yard, kicking up dust. Aren't you? A venerable recognized him and pointed a trembling finger. He didn't get the chance to continue as Li Jingtian slapped him silly. The others were dumbstruck. Trash. Why haven't you taken over the Luo clan yet? That's the venerable. A radiant stage expert. He gave him a slap just like that. Just who is he? CAI Rong and his son were paralyzed. Today had been an eventful day for them, to say the least. Aren't you the guest venerable of the Regent Estate, the Outlaw of the Heavens, Li Jingtian, Elder Li? Why are you here? Isn't the Regent Estate not participating in this matter? Also, what was the meaning of that? You have the dignity to ask me? Li Jingtian snapped back in a higher tone. If it weren't for your incompetence in taking down the Luo clan, then how would Zhuofan have escaped into that array, without a trace? Even my soul sense can't detect him. What? Zhuofan escaped the ambush you and 6 other profound heaven elders set up? And he escaped all the way here. How did we not notice? Li Jingtian stared him down, before giving him a resounding slap as well. No one will treat you as a mute if you don't speak. Everyone here, Li Jingtian barked as his cold eyes swept them. Vert, all of you follow me and attack. Elder Li, we haven't received an order from our house lords. We dare not. And Li Jingtian emphasized with another resounding slap, quit your bullshit. If those old trolls didn't plan on taking over the Luo clan, then what are you guys doing here? Now that I'm here, what other fucking reason do you have to hesitate? If you are smart, join me in attacking them right now. Otherwise, Li Jingtian snorted twice for good measure and flew at Blackwind Mountain. What do we do? Follow him? That seemed a bit suspicious though. You want to get slapped again? If he dares go, we dare follow. Worst comes to worst, we have the Regent estate in front of us. The three slapped venerables looked at each other in consternation. They finally gnashed their teeth and followed. Oh, I was enlightened today, after seeing these many experts together. With those four here, even the three profound heaven elders are basically ants. Humph, and you still have the face to talk about others. Did you forget how you were acting just now? Sister Yu Fei, the Cai clan and the Sun clan have always had a good relationship. Why are you speaking about my father like that? You're the same. You're hopeless. Yu Fei, why are you still here? Hurry. We're going to the Blackwind Mountain. Father. What for? Dummy, of course it is to cheer the venerables on. Daughter, remember, it's small details like these that garner the favor of the great houses. Father, are we also? Of course. The reason the Sun clan is above us is because they have ties with the Hell Valley. Now is a good chance. The Sun clan has the Hell Valley. Maybe we can get the Regent estate as our backer. When the time comes, how will those Sun clan people show off in front of us? Father, you are indeed right. When the time comes, let's see if that bitch Sun Yu Fei dares to look down on me or not. Inside Blackwind Mountains Hall, my lady, would you like to rest? Those people came to Windgaze City more than a month ago but nothing has happened. There probably won't be any big issues for a short while. Smiling slightly, Luo Yunchang's lips seemed pale, yet her smile ever bright. Didn't Sister Lei already scout them out? Those visitors are at least profound heaven, and they have people that are even stronger. But my dear, if you continue to do it, you won't be able to hold on for much longer. It's all because I'm weak. Otherwise, I wouldn't have needed to entrust you with such a tiring task. Sigh, when the clan faces trouble, a young maiden must shoulder its safeguarding. What kind of elder am I? Don't say that, Uncle Lei. You, Captain Pang, and Sister Lei worry over the Luo clan day and night. I couldn't be of much help then, so allow me to contribute to the Luo clan. After all, the Luo clan is my clan, and you are all part of it. I've seen it go to ruin once, and I don't want it to happen again. Is Brother Zhua here? I suppose that would be a dream come true. He would have found a solution to this. That brat is a douche. He creates a commotion but he won't come back. He only knows how to talk big out there. Sister Lei, don't talk of him like that. Zhua Fan is out and about for the Luo clan, for sure. We have to protect this clan and wait for his return. Yunchang, do you not know that he, Lady Lei? Captain Pang's scowl and the shaking of the head had Lei Yuting swallow her words. Luo Yunchang looked puzzled. Luo Yunchang's brows quivered as her eyes revealed shock. The poison dragon array in the east, I've lost control of it. What? Everyone's hearts were in their throats. Four figures flashed before Blackwind Mountain, Li Jingtian and the three venerables. I can't believe that there are such miraculous arrays here. And not just one of them. I'm afraid that our guarding arrays aren't so grand compared to this. It's hard to imagine that a third-rate clan has skills like these. This is the Luo clan that I now serve. Of course they're great. Profound heaven elders, break through the array in the east. The three venerables will follow me. Li Jingtian flew into the black flame array in the south. The venerables only shrugged before going after him. Not good. On Blackwind Mountains Hall, Luo Yunchang jumped to her feet and made the others grow nervous. What's wrong? For experts have breached the black flame array in the south, and they're really powerful. The array felt like it was going to collapse the moment they entered it. What? The others gnashed their teeth with sinking hearts. Let me go meet them. Uncle Lei, all four have unfathomable power. They may be in the array, but you're not their match at all. Lei Yuntian faltered for a second, then he stepped firmly. The Luo clan almost died last time because of me. So let me repay that debt with my life now. All of you should leave. I'll stall them. Elder Lei, I fear that you alone won't hold them for long. Let me go with you. Captain Pang laughed, following after him. You joined the Luo clan only 2 years ago, yet you're already willing to sacrifice yourself for the clan. How can I, when I've been blessed by the Luo clan my entire life, hide in my shell like a turtle now? Of course, I may not see my good brother again. Captain Pang, you. Tears welled in Luo Yunchang's eyes. Sigh. Lei Yuting smiled faintly. Sister Lei, don't tell me. Stepfather's grace towards me weighs more than mountains. How can I watch him die alone? But, Yun Chang, when you see that brat, slap him as hard as you can for me. He's been gone for far too long. I didn't even get the chance to see him again before I died. Make it worth the beating. Seeing everyone vanish into the mist, Luo Yunchang's eyes grew hazy from tears. Sister, are they all sacrificing their lives for us? Yunhai, remember, we do not have a father, and we don't have friends, but we got family. They are all family. Luo Yunchang hugged Luo Yunhai as she whispered, when you escape, go find your big brother. You'll be fine once you find him. Sister, what about you? Luo Yunhai blinked puzzled. Yunhai, do you still remember the teachings of the Luo clan? Of course. Steadfastness and righteousness. Indeed. As the Luo clan, we cannot let them die in vain. If I stay behind, I can utilize the arrays to support them. Sister. Luo Yunchang didn't look back, only spoke, go find Shuafan. Inside the Black Flame array, Li Jingtian's group saw the infernal black flames capable of gnawing bones sped towards them. This array is truly a rare 5th-grade array. Its power is not to be underestimated. But sadly, the one in control is far too weak. They can't even utilize 1% of its full power. Otherwise, even with the 4 of us together, breaking through this array wouldn't be an easy thing. Luckily, they don't have any capable experts. Otherwise, even if every Regent Estate expert came, it would be hard to chew through this bone. A sudden ripple passed and they looked at the source to see Lei Yuntian coming closer. Who is it? I am the Luo clan's Grand Elder, Lei Yuntian. First layer Profound Heaven. Oh, you are the Grand Elder? The Luo clan is truly a third-rate clan. Raising an eyebrow, they looked at each other and burst out laughing. The Luo clan should be a great hidden clan, at least on par with the 7 houses, right? With an amazing steward like Shuafan, how can an elder be? Hold on. Shuafan, a 5th-layer bone-tempering cultivator, can kill 6 5th-layer Profound Heaven experts and leave unharmed. This elder is only at Profound Heaven's 1st layer. What if he can kill Radiant stage experts? The steward is exceptional. This elder cannot be weak. Snickering, he patted a venerable's shoulder and pointed at Lei Yuntian. You go. Shut that old dude up. Hihi, Elder Li, as you wish. You fool, do not be fooled by their cultivation. Who knows who will die? Since Shuafan was a freak, then the entire Luo clan had to be a den of freaks. And yet, reality was such a letdown. Lei Yuntian raised his hand in defense, but the light blow had him sprawled on the ground and coughing blood. I didn't even use half my strength, but you look old and injured. How can you be so weak? Bloody hell, you ain't remarkable at all. How are you the Grand Elder? Wide-eyed, Li Jingtian's smile froze on his face. Just before we left, Steward ordered me multiple times to keep the Luo clan safe. How can I report back to him now? I don't want my promise to sound like fart. If we weren't in this array and my senses weren't restricted, I wouldn't have even bothered moving my hands, lest I stain them. A sudden black figure flashed before Lei Yuntian. Captain Pang, to engage the intruders and to protect our home. That is my duty as the captain of the guard. How can I let you carry that responsibility on your own? And I as well. Lei Yuting flitted next to him. Not even the Profound Heaven stage. 2 more have come to seek death. Even if it means dying. We will strip a layer of skin off you. The sudden shout had the Blackfire form 8 dragons and charge at the venerable. Young miss, why are you here? We're all family. We live together. We die together. But, where is Yunhai? Bitterness flooded Luo Yunchang's face, but soon replaced it with a smile. It's okay. He is grown up now. He's about to break through to the Qi condensation stage. I told him to go find Shuafan. He'll be fine. Haha. There is a Qi condensation escapee. Your steward, Shuafan, dared to kill the elders of the 7 houses. He was sentenced to death a long time ago. And as for those in the Luo clan, all will be killed by us. A cackling came from the Blackfire pyre. With a boom, the flames were repelled and the venerable walked forward. The Luo clan raised a menace. Your sins will not be forgiven. Not one will escape. I will catch you all. Your bones crushed and your ashes scattered. What? You won't even let a child go? Not even the kid? Even if it's a newborn? I will kill it with my own hands, no mercy shown. A sudden childish voice came. I'll save you the struggle of finding me. I'm here. Yunhai, why are you here? Sister, You said the teachings of the Luo clan are steadfastness and righteousness. How can I then abandon you guys and run away by myself? The young master is all grown up now. Hearts stirring, his clansmen looked at Luo Yunhai with an indescribable look. Even Li Jingtian had to sigh in the end. It seems that I misunderstood the entire time. The Luo clan is extraordinary, not because they have many experts, but because the whole clan has deep bonds and a strong sense of loyalty. When Steward said that the Luo clan was the best in the world, could this be what he meant? The Luo clan now, compared to the 7 noble houses, is so much stronger. Haha, since the entire Luo clan is here, let me kill you all in one go. If you wish to touch my brother, you'll have to pass through me first. Flame array black fire storm. The black fire started swirling like a tornado, with that venerable at its center. Then, a soul ripple echoed out, extinguishing the black fire into nothing. Luo Yunchang was forced to spit blood. Young miss, this 5th tier array is certainly strong, but sadly, your cultivation is too low. It's not even at the bone tempering stage. You are not worthy of controlling the array. But now, it's too late to regret your decision. I will send you on your way to hell. Suddenly, there were 2 groans and the venerable's movement slacked. He turned his head in inconceivable shock. Luo Yunchang was also wide-eyed. Their eyes reflected 2 blood-red fists coming out of 2 people's chests. Elder Li, why? Dead people. Don't need to know. Li Jingtian flicked his hands and the 2 venerable fell in pieces. ELD, Elder Li, what's the meaning of this? Retard, do you still not understand? You guys got tricked. This is a trap. The venerable was overwhelmed but had no time to make sense of anything. If he didn't run now, his end was certain. Li Jingtian was calmly making hand signs. My control over the array's broken. Luo Yunchang cried. The black flame array roared to life like an erupting volcano, forming firewalls to box everyone in. The venerable didn't fly far as the firewalls forced him to retreat. The black flame array was suddenly used to its full power. The venerable stammered, Elder Li, how do you know how to control the array? Snickering, Li Jingtian's eyes flashed with bloodthirst. Idiot, didn't I just tell you were tricked? The truth is that I brought you here just to trap you in the array. Didn't you say the power of this array was too weak? Is it strong enough now that I'm operating this array? Let me tell you. I am also part of the Luo clan. I got an invitation from Steward Fan himself to join as an elder. The venerable went pale from fright. What? This was shocking news to any who heard it. A radiant stage expert. This is unbelievable. In another location, the 3 elders entered the poison dragon array and already felt the miasma growing thick. Yang Zhanglan pulled out some pills. This is a poison-repelling pill. If we all take one, nothing can touch us. They all took one and kept an ever-watchful eye on the surroundings. Then, 2 figures entered their sights. Someone's there. Who's there? They were startled instantly as they took out the Hellkill order. Bone tempering stage. Could it be? That's the brat, Demon Archangel Fan. Indeed. It's him. The exact same. You're finally here. I've been waiting for a long time. This isn't good. Crap. This brat is someone the venerables should be handling. Why did we run into him? We shouldn't have come into this array. Why aren't the 4 radiant stage experts coming to help? Zhuo Fan easily picked on the 3's thoughts and jeered. You guys can relax. I won't bother with profound heaven cultivators like you. The one you will face soon is our pillhouse elder. Elder Yang, I leave this to you. Haha, relax. Steward Zhuo. Yang Song laughed, bringing out the old vicious Pill King's haughty demeanor back out. These 3 are no biggie. I'm enough to handle all of them myself. Zhuo Fan nodded and chuckled before leaving. You dare despise us? Who the fuck do you think you are? Zhuo Fan? This dude looks familiar. Old man, give me your name. I am the Hell Valley's 6th elder. I do not kill the nameless. I fear that y'all will wet your pants once you learn my name. Oh. Then let us see, in this third-rate Luo clan, what other monsters they've created, besides Zhuo Fan. And what other clowns will jump us, haha. The 3's laughter dripped sarcasm. Then, you better clean out your earwax and listen carefully. Squinting, Yang Song's mouth curled in pride. I am named, Yang Song. What? Wasn't Yang Song killed by Zhuo Fan in Drifting Flowers City? Why does he look perfectly fine here? And he's the Luo clan's pillhouse elder. When Yang Zhanglan and Lin Rufeng came from their stupor, they looked at Yang Zhanglan. He was the only one here who was most familiar with Yang Song, being from the same house and all. Elder Yang Song, it really is you. Why then are you betraying the Pill King Hall, Yang Song? The vicious Pill King Yang Song you knew of has been killed by Zhuofan in Drifting Flowers City. He was injured for obvious reasons, so his death was expected. The Yang Song now is a Yang Song reborn. What betrayal is there? Also, now that I'm gone, the title of the vicious Pill King is up for grabs for you guys. Don't think I don't know. You guys were probably sounding the horns and launching fireworks after the news of my death reached your ears, no? Yang Zhanglan stammered in silence. As of right now, the only way to break the array is to thoroughly defeat Yang Song first. Senior Yang Song's poison arts are his pride and joy. We are in the same area of expertise. I will go first and keep him reoccupied. You two will flank him from the left and right and thunder him down like lightning. If he manages to hide in his rainbow cloud palm's mist, we won't be able to deal with him anymore. A python made of purple miasma came out and threatened to bite Yang Song. Yang Zhenglan. Trash like you that aren't even worthy of learning the rainbow cloud palm. Dare to use poison in front of me? You seek death. 7 colored veils of mist flew from Yang Song's palms like dragons, forming a rainbow storm crushing the purple python and rushing for Yang Zhanglan. Suddenly, Yu Laoliu and Lin Rufeng appeared left and right of Yang Song. Haha, Yang Song, you fell for it. Not hiding in your rainbow cloud palm's mist is your biggest mistake. I may not be worthy of learning the martial art, but I know its weakness. Once you get caught in close range, even if you don't die, your skin will be stripped. The two's palms inched closer, he made a hand sign and 2 dragon roars echoed out. 2 dragon tails jumped from the earth and sent the 2 men barreling. Their bodies were flung about like garbage. What? The rainbow storm engulfed Yang Zhenglan. Yang Zhanglan flew a full 100 meters as he spat black blood. His body was now filled with the deadly poisons of the rainbow cloud palm. How is that possible? Yang Zhenglan, you're one shit of a bait. You really think I'm a sitting duck without the protection of my poison mist? Don't you forget. This is a 5th grade array, a poison array controlled by me. In here, there is more than enough poison mist for me to utilize. There's nothing here for you to take advantage of. Yang Song alone was bad enough with his nefarious poison, but now, with this 5th grade array, he was invincible. The three's hearts sank as despair set in. In another place, Sun Clan's father and daughter along with Cai Clan's father and son finally came to Blackwind Mountain. Sun Clan head panted then cupped his hands. Congrats to the 6 elders, for your first victory. Father, there is no one here. What are you doing? My dear, the 6 elders' invasion of the Luo clan is surely a success. Those experts are quick as ever though. So in preparing for when the time comes, I have to practice a bit here, lest I mess up then. You Fei, come practice as well, lest you mess up. Congrats on Elder Li's victorious return. If you plan to gain favor, it is only natural to seek it from the strongest. Elder Li is the regent estate's venerable. If we gain his favor, we gain everything. Xiao Ting, come practice with father. Clan head Cai, everyone would know how foolish you sound. But in all honesty, I know you've never interacted with the noble houses much, so it is natural that you do not understand. Although the venerables are strong, they do not handle house matters. Only the elders have the authority to manage the houses, so you have to kiss their asses. Only they can make you a subsidiary of the 7 noble houses. Cai Rong scowled and smoothened his beard as he sank in his thoughts. About kissing ass. Then, a lazy voice reached them. If you do it well, it is a good thing. If you don't, you might get in trouble, but if you suck up to the elders and not the venerables, won't you be wronging the venerable? And if you suck up to the venerables instead, you give the elders a cold shoulder. Sigh, what a predicament. Why don't you kiss both of their asses? Even if nothing works out, at least you didn't wrong anyone. Wise man. Wait. Who said that? Zhuofan, they cried out with such fear. Why are you here? Haha, don't worry. The same reason as you. Here to watch the show. Why is he here? The 7 noble houses, including the regent estate, came here specifically for him. What is this foul luck we have to run into this killer? Swallowing dryly, Cai Rong ventured a nervous reply. Zhuofan, because of my past history with the Luo clan, I will advise you of one thing. You should start running. Otherwise, when the elders break through those arrays, you won't be able to run, even if you want to. Oh, it's shocking that the Cai head still cares so much about me, the steward after betraying the Luo clan. Ha ha ha, how touching. Zhuofan raised a mocking eyebrow. Sigh. Zhuofan, The calamity upon the Luo clan today was caused by you. Why are you back? I admire your talent, so I suggest you leave beforehand, lest you give your life away for nothing. Cai Rong was very concerned but still urged Chuafan to leave. If we can successfully get him away, that'd be the best. Please don't let anything happen. But since youths were rash as usual, their kids couldn't see this logic. Father, he is at most 5th layer bone tempering. Surely, you and Uncle's son can take him down together. Why are you so courteous? Take his head and bring it to the 7 houses. Our reputation will soar. Cai Rong glared at his son. Be quiet, you moron. What do you know? Stupid idiot. Who would dare to make a move in a situation like this? You wouldn't even know how you died. Oh, bring my head to the 7 houses. A good idea indeed. Gesticulating like mad. No, we have no such intentions. Xiao Ting is still a child and doesn't understand anything, I assure you. Because of the memories we've shared together, we will not be your enemy. You should get out of this battlefield. Once the venerables and elders come here, you really won't be able to leave. Once they come here, these are my arrays. I know them best. If anyone can escape from them, I'll hand my head. With a loud noise, a figure flew from Poison Dragon Array. Pilking Halls, Elder Yang. Zhuofan's cheek twitched. He just got into his role of showing off and then, this guy had to come out just to spite him. Fuming mad, he stepped right before Yang Zhenglan. The fearful Elder Yang was only thinking of escaping when he found someone just ahead. But then dread set in when he saw his face. Zhuofan, how did you get out? Zhuofan's mouth trembled, but anyone could feel the coldness in his voice, the rage boiling deep within. I got out when Yang Song wasn't paying attention. You really should have just died inside. Sighing, Zhuofan's lightning wings crackled and shifted into sickles. You would have had a corpse at least. He fell in 6 pieces, soaking the ground in blood. Monster. Gasping, the others were shocked out of their minds. Luckily, we didn't do anything stupid. If we really treated him like a 5th layer bone tempering, we would be like Elder Yang right now. Cai Rong and Sun Clan head were soaked in sweat. Do you still remember what I just said? Nope. What? Did Steward say something? Haha, right. For some reason, my hearing hasn't been as great recently. With a second sound, another figure popped out of Poison Dragon Array, but this time, it was Vicious Pill King. Scratching his head, Yang Song giggled. Thanks, Steward Shuo, for finishing off that runaway. Otherwise, I would have had to clean him up myself. Elder Yang, with your talent, how can someone escape? Zhuofan smiled coldly. Steward Shuo, I got overconfident. Plus, that brat was an alchemist himself, so, Elder Yang, did you know? I was just betting with these people saying that no one could make it out of the arrays. Otherwise I'd give them my head. Whose head do you think I should take? Zhuofan's cold glare stared him down. Shivering, Yang Song knew this time, it was serious. Swallowing dryly, Yang Song had a cruel smile for them. Steward Shuo, that's not a big issue. It's just heads. Aren't there 4 fresh ones over there? Well said. If they are dead, no one will know how my boasting failed. I can keep my dignity. Indeed. Yang Song smiled and nodded. Spare us. Steward Shuo. Cai Rong's group was scared out of their wits. They kneeled and begged forgiveness. Elder Yang, what about the other 2? Dead. Good. Then restrain those few first. I'll leave the fate of these few lives to that brat. Time to teach him how to be a clan head. Spare us. Please don't. A ripple spread and the black flame array in the south opened to reveal Luo Yunchang and the rest. Brother Zhuo. Luo Yunhai cried and skipped over for a fierce hug. His tears soaking Zhuofan's clothes. Looking up, he found Lei Yuntian and Captain Pang looking at him with fervent gazes. Ha. Old Pang, you ain't dead. I'm glad. Steward Zhuo, even if I die, it will be for the Luo clan. I won't die from improper cultivation. That's too embarrassing. Then Zhuofan turned to Lei Yuting with a smile. Lady Lei, the group I left with you to train, how are they? Lei Yuting huffed and gave him a sound slap in return. But then he saw her teary eyes. Freaking brat, the first thing you do is ask how the clan's doing. Do you not know how to ask how I'm doing? Lei Yuting wailed. Zhuofan blinked. That does make a lot of sense. So he smiled. Lady Lei, how have you been? Now you remember to greet me. Too late. The others smiled at his misfortune. Li Jingtian joined them, never having seen the cunning Steward Shuo so soft-hearted. Zhuo Fan looked to see Luo Yunchang fumbling towards him with a pale face. Young miss, are you hurt? Ice-cold hands touched his face, as her eyes stared at him with emotion. Zhuo Fan, welcome home. Luo Yunchang's eyes closed and collapsed in his arms. Zhuo Fan stood there in a daze. Ah! The Luo clan was considered his clan since rebirth. But he never once saw it as his home. When Luo Yunchang said those words, they struck a chord in his thawing heart. The warm glow of the morning sun spilled through the window and into the pink room. Luo Yunchang's eyes trembled open, but the glaring sun's rays made her squint. Young Miss Luo, you're awake? Xiao Kui. Where is Sister Lei? Oh, miss, and the rest of the clan are having a meeting with Steward Shuo. So she sent me to take care of you. Look. Our lady specially prepared this root, Zhuo Fan. Right, he came back. I gotta go find him. Wait, Lady Luo. Your body is so weak. Drink this root stew first. Steward Shuo isn't going to run away. I don't care anymore. I want to see him. Luo Yunchang was so excited all the fatigue left her as she jumped out of bed. Meeting room. Elder Lei. How's your cultivation coming along? Lei Yuntian replied in disappointment. I am impotent. I have not advanced one layer for the past 2 years. But I've recently felt signs of a breakthrough. Zhuo Fan's cold tone cut his frail tone short. Impotent indeed, but I don't blame you. At your age, it is hard to have any more breakthroughs. Zhuo Fan, how could you say that? You went off 2 years ago and left us to manage the clan by ourselves. And the moment you come back, you start picking on all our failures, you as well. Zhuo Fan threw a book before her as he spoke coldly. Yesterday, I came back without greeting you and instead asked about the clan. Where was our bond, right? That's fine. I won't talk about yesterday, since we've caught up with each other now. But surely today, I can resume acting as the steward, right? Zhuo Fan pointed at the book. 2 years back, I asked you to assemble a shadow corps. First, to be a hidden ace. And second, to be the eyes and ears of the clan and collect intel on Tianyu. But if you take a look, our network extends to just small towns and inns. Don't even talk about the palace. You didn't even get into the cities of the 7 noble houses. You think it's easy to get in there? I've already sent more than 10 people to the Hell Valley's main city, and everyone has been caught. Luckily, they carried suicide pills. As soon as they were caught, they took their lives. Otherwise, the Hell Valley would have been here a year ago. Oh, why don't you take a look at me and my infiltration into Drifting Flowers City? I would have forgotten this if Zhuo Fan hadn't brought it up. Not only did Steward Shuo constantly travel everywhere, but he also did not forget to leave behind some favors. A man who's always on the move indeed. If my followers were half as good as you, don't even talk about the 7 noble houses, we would even be in the palace. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you think. I did all of it for the clan. Captain Pang grinned, adding his 2 cents to smooth things over. Haha, Lady Lei might have misunderstood. The way Brother Zhuo does things is always obscure. What if the rumors out there serve a different purpose? Look. Didn't Brother Zhuo say before he left that he would bring back 2 experts for us? And you, old Pang. Bro, Captain Pang was startled, and swallowed dryly, feeling cold sweat down his spine. Now it was his turn it seemed. Well done. Out of all expectations, Zhuo Fan beamed. He was happy as well, while the rest, sullen. What did Captain Pang do that is so awesome? When I gave you the demonic art, I did not expect you to survive cultivating it. Seeing that you are alive today is far beyond my expectations. So you never expected me to live. Then why the hell did you give it to me then? Captain Pang's face twitched, not knowing if he should be glad or enraged. Haha, but don't worry. From now on, you are reborn and will for sure be an irreplaceable pillar of the Luo clan. Brat, Zhuo Fan looked at the small figure at the side. Big bro Zhuo, I'm still a kid meow please spare me. Luo Yunhai opened his big naive eyes like an oversized kitten. Grinning, Zhuo Fan looked like a ghost from the underworld. Brat, how's your cultivation? Why are you asking when you already know? Can't you tell? Big bro Zhuo, I'm at the 9th layer of foundation establishment almost broke through to chi condensation. He also gave Captain Pang a sign, who added, Steward Zhuo, young Master Yunhai has only cultivated for a little over 2 years. Being at Foundation Establishment's 9th layer means that he's definitely a genius. Yeah, not bad indeed. How long do you spend cultivating every day? 6 hours. Yup, young Master Yunhai is very diligent when it comes to cultivating. Cool. Then, let's add 14 more hours and make it a nice number, 20 hours a day. No. Big bourgeois, I'll die like that. No, I will feed you pills every day. You won't die. You'll get used to it soon enough. But then, I'll only have 4 hours a day for resting. What time will I have for playing? Who said you've got 4 hours to rest? You'll only get an hour of rest. The other 3 will be spent on reading. Otherwise, if you become a musclehead, how are you going to be the clan head? Young master, keep up the grind. The others sighed secretly. Zhuofan wasn't mean to just them but even to children. No wonder he was called Demon Archon in the outside world. Other families treat their descendants like stars and idols, but this brat has such a cold-hearted steward backing him. A sad childhood indeed. But on the other hand, with such a cold steward like Zhuofan watching over him, with his decent talent, his power will be immeasurable in truly the future. Is he lucky or unlucky? After a few more words, Zhuofan told them to withdraw. Elder Yang and Elder Li, you two stay. He poured himself some tea. Since young miss is here, why not come in? Young miss, are you feeling better? Luo Yunchang didn't speak, only nodded slightly. Haha, young miss, let me introduce them to you. This is Elder Yang Song, our pillhouse elder from now on. The one beside him is Elder Li Jingtian. He will be our guardian elder. With him controlling the 5th grade arrays, it will be nigh impossible for anyone to breach. Elders. Li Jingtian still had pride in his eyes, while Vicious Pill King was downcast. What? It seems that you two aren't accepting her. Steward Zhuo, this is not the Luo clan you spoke of. From what we saw yesterday, there isn't even a half-decent elder here. The clan's at most around a second-rate one. I never mentioned how great the Luo clan was in the first place. And to be fair, you guys came of your own will. But, Steward Zhuo, you said the Luo clan is the strongest clan in Tianyu. Are you blaming me? Zhuofan cut Vicious Pill King off and scared him with his sudden reply. Elder Li, Elder Yang, Luo Yunchang bowed again. I admire your strength, and I'm grateful that you were willing to join the Luo clan. Even I know that we are a small clan and are unworthy of 2 esteemed figures as yourselves. But please believe that, with Steward Zhuo and you too, the Luo clan will grow day by day and will not treat you badly. If you wish to leave now, I will not stop you. All I can say is that we do not have the blessing. Luo Yunchang's heartfelt words touched the two. You fuckers. Don't throw away the dignity that's been given to you. You guys may think that the Luo clan is weak, but let me reassure you that, with me here, we will be on par with the 7 noble houses in less than 5 years, and in less than 10 years, we will completely surpass them. If you wish to leave, let me tell you something. It is easy to join the Luo clan, but leaving it means leaving, face in the ground. Shuddering, the elders could feel Zhuofan's bloodthirst. Just looking at him, they knew he wasn't kidding. Sweating, Li Jingtian and Vicious Pill King dropped to one knee. Young miss, Steward Zhuo, please forgive us. We spoke without thinking. Please do not take it to heart. May the 2 elders stand back up. This is not needed. Zhuofan, you. Since the young miss pleads for your sake, I will let this slide today. But I do not want a next time. Squinting, Zhuofan spoke. Beat it. Thank you, Steward Zhuo. Thank you, young miss. The 2 bowed again and ran outside. It seemed they had to get much closer with this young miss of theirs. She may be frail, but she could keep that steward in check. Our very lives depend on it. Zhuofan, why do I feel that, in these 2 years, you've become that much stronger that you seem like a different person? Still, weren't you too harsh on them? Sister Lei really put her heart into it these 2 years. I know. I am very pleased with their results. They clearly put effort into it and exceeded my expectations greatly. Then why were you? The treatment of a servant must be balanced between grace and fear. I know you show them grace every day, so I came back and reasserted some authority over them. Otherwise, how would they know who the head of the Luo clan is? But Sister Lei and everyone else is our family. When trouble comes, our lives are on the line together. Is there a need to treat them like this? People change. If you wish for your authority to remain unchanged, then you have to pay close attention to all those around you. Your closest friend today can be your greatest enemy tomorrow. The 7 noble houses were most crucial to the empire's founding, but now they seek to undermine the imperial family. Luo Yunchang watched him long and stammered. Zhuofan, you are scary. Does that mean that you will one day become our enemy? Maybe. Zhuofan chuckled. Then I wish to die by your hand than be your enemy. Zhuofan trembled and sighed. No one knows what the future holds. Silence swept the hall, bringing a morbid atmosphere with it. Sis, the future can be left to the future. Right now, I'm about to be killed by Big Brojua. Only an hour of rest a day. This is torture. Steward Jua, isn't cultivating 20 hours a day a bit? This is for the better. There is no need, young miss. The more he sweats now, the less he bleeds later. If you don't want him to follow your father's path, Yunhai, do as Steward Jua says. No objections. Luo Yunchang snapped at the child. Zhuo Fan shook his head. Meanwhile, at the foot of Blackwind Mountain, 4 tall and stout figures stood. No wonder Godfather told us to come here from thousands of miles away. There truly are experts here. These arrays, what do you think about them? These arrays are fascinating. It's hard to understand them at a glance. But if a profound heaven or above expert were to wield the arrays, even with us combined, it would be hard to breach. Fucker, if that's the case, why did we travel millions of miles to get here? Don't they got a full-on protection array here? Third brother, the military order is of great importance. If the marshal sent us here, then be it a mountain of blades or a sea of flames, even if it's impenetrable, we have to see it through. Did you already forget how we were late last time, because of our drunken mess, and how we were personally punished by the marshal? The man in blue nodded, then cupped his hands towards Blackwind Mountain as he shouted. The 4 generals of Qianyu's Marshal Dugu greets the lord of the Blackwind Mountain, the Luo clan. His lofty voice traveled for miles, straight into Zhuo Fan's ear. The second of the 4 pillars, God of War Dugu, has sent his subordinates here. What for? Could it be? Young miss, watch over this brat's cultivation. I will go out and take a look. Okay. Big Brojua, the rest of my life and all its joys have been ruined by your hand. Fricking brat, you ain't even got hair down there yet. What joys are you talking about? With a ripple, the poison dragon array's miasma parted. Zhuo Fan walked before the 4. I am the steward of the Luo clan, Zhuo Fan. You 4 are. We are the 4 generals under Marshal Dugu. We received news that the Luo clan was in trouble, and came to help. I am Dugu Feng. I am Dugu Lin. Dugu Hua. Dugu Shan. Wind, forest, fire, mountain, the 4 tigers of Qianyu. It's been long since I've heard their names. The second of the 4 pillars, Dugu Zhantian, has 4 godsons, all courageous and powerful with striking strength. The 4 of them have many achievements. They have been named Qianyu's 4 tigers. The eldest, Dugu Feng, is as swift as the wind and specializes in surprise attacks. He is named the Storm Tiger. The second son, Dugu Lin, is calm like a still forest, and a great and patient tactician. He is named the Crouching Forest Tiger. The third son, Dugu Hua, has blazing entrances, has a fiery temper, and is brave in many ways. He is named the Raging Tiger. The fourth son, Dugu Shan, is unmoving like a mountain, a one-man wall. Of the 4, he has the mightiest defense, impenetrable by millions. He is named the Mountain, Guardian, Tiger. Together, the 4 have no equal and no shortcomings on the battlefield. They are always by the marshal's side, never leaving like a shadow. If these 4 are here, then Dugu Zhantian. Zhuo Fan's obvious thoughts were easily noticed by Dugu Lin. You can rest easy. It is only the 4 of us here. We were commanded to travel thousands of miles to come to your aid. The old general must move the troops, so he will take a while. Oh, so the marshal will come sometime in the future. Haha, I understand. I will notify the young miss and master. You guys may return. Zhuo Fan waved as he left. The 4 were startled, even shocked. He doesn't invite us in. How dare he? Hey, Steward Zhuo, you're not showing any hospitality to us strangers. We traveled thousands of miles to your aid. We'll ignore the fact that you didn't even thank us. But you're even shutting us out. Is this how you treat your guests? Guests? You guys said you came to help, but are you really here to help? What if you're with the previous group? We just had a huge battle a few days back. There have been many deaths and injuries. If you were to happen upon us in the midst of this chaos, wouldn't that spell the end of the Luo clan? That explains it. The steward wasn't being ignorant but careful. That's totally understandable. We are the generals under Marshal Dugu. He has always been an upright and upfront man. His military orders are of great importance to us. He would not side with evil people. Do you not trust Marshal Dugu? Marshal Dugu is a pillar of Qianyu, the guardian of the empire. The whole Luo clan respects him. Zhuo Fan cupped his hands at the heavens, shouting with zeal, just like a true Dugu Zhantian fanboy. Especially the young miss and master. Every day, they burn incense and pray for the marshal's health, for the Tianyu Empire to never fall. The Luo clan has such respect for our godfather. It was worth traveling such a distance to help them. But how would I know whether or not? You are really the 4 tigers of Tianyu under Marshal Dugu? In times like these, there are far too many frauds. This is Marshal Dugu's token. Please inspect it. Didn't I just say? The number of fakes nowadays is beyond belief. Hey, Zhuo brat, don't throw away the dignity that's given to you. Us tigers have been in Tianyu for many years, and never once were there impersonators. Not knowing who we are only confirms your ignorance. You won't let us in, right? You think I won't break my way in? Let's see how long your crappy arrays will last against me. Zhuo Fan staggered back, putting on a perfect fearful face. Look, your true self is showing. Marshal Dugu has a strict code of conduct, and he loves the people. So why would his subordinates break into someone's home? Are you any different from thugs? You. Dugu gnashed his teeth. Third brother, are you done? Do you really want breaking into commoners' houses to stain the marshal's name? My apologies. My third brother has crudeness etched into his soul. Please do not mind it, Steward Zhuo. What can we do to make you trust us though? Trust? I almost trusted you guys, but luckily, I didn't let you in. Look at that brash and arrogant attitude you've got there. How could you be a general under Marshal Dugu? Didn't you say he's almost here? Just wait for his arrival then. With that said, Zhuo Fan vanished into the poison dragon array, and the miasma blocked the 4's sight. Big brother, what do we do now? What can we do? Let us find an inn in the neighboring Windgaze city. But, if Marshal Dugu comes and asks of the Luo clan, we didn't even get in. What would we report back? Everything we got. The Luo clan is not simple. In a land this barren, a clan can put up 4 5th-grade arrays. The marshal must come see it through himself. 3 days later Zhuo Fan was in a small room, checking Luo Yunhai's progress in reading. Suddenly, the earth began to rumble like a huge earthquake. Zhuo Fan raised a brow, focusing his attention outside, only to be shocked at what he saw. Such an aura, as expected of Tianyu's god of war. Everyone, listen up. The Luo clan's safety for the next few years depends on this. Understood. The men outside the room replied. Zhuo Fan turned to Luo Yunhai with his devious grin. Brat, I'm sorry, but you're our only option. Do your best play acting. Big bro Zhuo, is this the only way? What do you think? The room was soon engulfed in Zhuo Fan's evil cackling. Outside Windgaze city, the shaking of the mountains was due to the huge army. On the battlefield, any man, even a profound heaven expert would shudder in face of such might. The 4 tigers of Tianyu were already waiting for the orderly and impeccable military procession marching towards them. It was like a dark cloud without an end. The 4 generals welcomed the marshal. Leading the army was a huge man on a horse, his beard swirling in the wind. Despite reigning in his power, his mighty air and unbending nature were hard to conceal. He was the second of Tianyu's 4 pillars, marshal of Tianyu's armies, god of war Dugu Zhantian. How's the situation? Is the Luo clan safe and sound? Reporting to the marshal, the Luo clan's safety has been secured. That's good. We made it on time. Didn't embarrass His Majesty. So no one tried to cause problems for the Luo clan, right? About that, it seems that, before we came, the Luo clan was ambush. What? How many deaths and injuries? Who attacked them, and did you catch them? Is the clan head okay? How are they now? Marshal, about those things, we know nothing. You don't even know about these details. What have you been doing since you got here? Fenger, this is not how you normally are. Dugu Zhantian blew his top. You guys must have been drinking again. Come. Time for punishment. Marshal, please quench your anger. Please hear us out. Having been told the ins and outs of the matter, Dugu Zhantian was staring dumbstruck. 4 5th-grade arrays in a backwater place like this? Dugu Zhantian blinked and started scouting ahead with his soul sense. And sure enough, he found 4 arrays surrounding Blackwind Mountain blocking his search. That explains why the Emperor brought me back so hastily. There really is an expert hiding here. Since there are 5th-grade arrays guarding this place, it is understandable why you were unable to get in. I won't fault you any longer. Marshal, who said we couldn't get in? If Big Brother hadn't held me back, I would have broken through that crappy array and gotten in. Idiot. Of the troops I train, are there any that break into the homes of commoners? If you really broke through and broke my rules, I would have chopped your head off. Marshal, I'm just joking. Don't take it seriously. Marshal, the Luo clan steward said he would only let us in when you are here. It seems that he has another purpose and wants to see you. Haha, I came just because the Emperor ordered me to. I had no other intentions of visiting the Luo clan. But if there is an expert hidden here, I want to go meet him. Heed my order. The main force shall not enter the city and disturb the citizens. Set up camp 20 miles southeast of here. Yes, Marshal. Marshal, the Luo clan steward is very cautious. If he asks you too many questions or says something inappropriate, please do not be angry. You think my temper is like yours. Is it not? Dugu Lin slapped his fan, third brother. I don't think the steward is being cautious. Rather, he has other objectives, and that is to see the marshal. As to why, we will find out soon enough. Of you four, Lina is the calmest and sees things the clearest. He is indeed correct. The Luo clan wants to see me. They have their intentions. Let me go and see what they are up to then. Dugu Zhantian walked with his domineering air, soon arriving at Blackwind Mountain. Tianyu's martial god of war Dugu seeks an audience with the Luo clan. The poison dragon array's miasma dissipated and Zhuofan came out. But this time he had a look of complete respect. He bowed. The steward of the Luo clan, Zhuofan, pays his respects to Marshal Dugu and the 4 generals. Oh, you are the Luo clan steward? I heard that you are a very careful one. You didn't even believe the token the generals showed you. It is your first time seeing me. How can you be sure that I am the real one? Don't you fear that I'm a phony? Dugu Zhantian grinned, clearly mocking Zhuofan's earlier attitude. But Zhuofan acted the fool. Marshal Dugu, a god of war on this planet, who can pretend to be you? Even if they faked your appearance, they cannot fake the undefeated aura you've got. And even if they manage to fake your aura, there is no way they can fake the results of your life's work. The killing intent one cumulates from slaughtering on the battlefield. A true male, whose blade is still sharp. Is there another in Tianyu? I only just met you, but I feel this unfathomable, domineering energy surging through my body. And only you, the god of war, Marshal Dugu, can enlighten me with such a sensation. My respect for you is like a river, ever flowing. All right, I understand. Dugu Zhantian cut his rambling short. Well, there really are experts here in this rural town. Even a steward has such charisma. You have my respect. Then, my fellow steward, may I enter the mountain now to see the clan head? I've been waiting for a long time. The 4 generals followed closely, with Dugu Hua jutting his chin and muttering next to Zhuofan. Now you know we are the real ones. Of course. I had eyes but could not see the mountain back then. Please do not mind it. Dugu Lin looked at him deeply but shook his head in the end. Am I overthinking it? How can all this come from the hands of such a young man? If that's really the case, then he's like another Zhuge Changfeng. Marshal, this way please. With Zhuofan as guide, they passed through the poison dragon array, reaching the peak of Blackwind Mountain. Instead of a lavish clan dwelling, they were greeted by simple gates of a barracks. This is... Frowning, the 5 were quite puzzled. Please do not be alarmed. The Luo clan was recently attacked, so the clan is on high alert. The guards in particular, they train night and day. Marshal is Tianyu's god of war. Would you be interested in pointing out areas of improvement? The entire Luo clan would appreciate it if you did. Following Zhuofan through the gates, the 5 arrived before Luo clan's manor. What had them all in shock was that there were no buildings around, only tents. They looked akin to an army ready for war. Marshal Dugu has spent years in the army. His time spent in camps is likely much more than the time spent in wooden houses and such, so he likely feels more at home in this campsite. It was worth replacing all the houses in the Luo clan with these camps, just so that he would feel at ease, even if just a tiny bit. This too is a type of sweet talk. Sure enough, Dugu Zhantian trembled as he nodded. This is unbelievable. I've marshaled armies for decades and I have my methods, but not one can instill in a group of rookies the determination of a veteran in such a short time. Even a child of that age, some aren't even 10. How do they train with such determined faces? I can't imagine that a backwater Luo clan can achieve such a thing. Indeed, there must be experts on the mountain. Humph, those without a strong will are long dead. Unbeknownst to him, this burning zeal in the eyes of the youths was thanks to the wraith art they trained in. Marshal, Zhuofan sighed in faint modesty. The Luo clan, a third-rate clan, just went through a disaster. All that is left is the injured and the weak. My apologies if it makes you laugh. Don't say that. Though their cultivation is shallow, They all have that look. Definitely the best of the best. If they're the injured and the weak, then your original guardian must have been monsters, army, right? Why do you still need my help? So it's true that Marshal Dugu sees things for what they are and hates fabrications. Rather suitable as Tianyu's god of war. Just as I thought, he is humble on the inside and outside. Then, Marshal, please teach us, out of your grace. No need. In front of the Luo clan, even I am not worthy of saying anything. Steward Shua, all I want now is to see your clan head, to see what kind of person he is, putting aside his ability to construct 4 5th-grade arrays. The fact that he can train these youths with ease is impressive as well. I would really like to introduce myself. The 4 behind him were shocked. Just how mighty of a god or saint does the Luo clan have to have Tianyu's god of war humble himself and want to meet him personally? But this small group of guards is honestly stronger than our elites. No wonder the marshal. Zhuo Fan's eyes flashed and grinned. If the marshal is so eager, just follow me. I assume our clan head is also waiting anxiously. Zhuo Fan entered the biggest tent as the others rushed to catch up to him. The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence it is a subject of inquiry which can on no account be neglected. A bright voice read. That's an excerpt from the first chapter of The Art of War. Who is reciting this military text? Oh, I almost forgot. Young master had been training for 20 hours. He needs some rest. Zhuo Fan slapped his forehead and rushed in another direction. Let's see. Dugu Zhantian's group followed either way. Dugu Zhantian was puzzled. Youth held a bowl on his head and in horse stance. His knees and hands also held a bowl, but the surface of the water was unperturbed. What laid under his butt was a shining dagger. If his legs slacked for even a second, he'd tear himself a new one. Despite the danger, he was still reciting the art of war. Steward Shua, this is... Dugu Zhantian was puzzled. Haha, this is the Luo clan's young master, Luo Yunhai. All of the Luo clan respect and admire Marshal Dugu as the god of war, so all of us train like an army, the young master especially. He needs to train and memorize military treatises as well, so that one day he can become your soldier. The Luo clan head has such a training method. Why does he still want his son under me? Everyone in this clan is shrouded in mystery. Just what are they after? Marshal, Zhuo Fan probed with a smile. If our young master wished to follow you, would you accept? Ah, of course. A young man wishing to serve the empire and conquer the land. Great. That's great. Zhuo Fan's yell cut him off. Young master, what are you waiting for? Marshal Dugu has accepted you. Hurry and go get some tea. Right away. Luo Yunhai ran like the wind, like a bird out of its cage. Finally. I don't need to squat anymore. I'm so freaking tired. Dugu Zhantian felt dizzy. Steward Shua, that was... Zhuo Fan held Dugu Zhantian's large hand, with tears in his eyes. Marshal Dugu, there is nothing more you need to say. If my clan head knew that the young master would be raised by you, he would be grateful his entire life. You don't know this, but my clan head's lifelong dream was... Then a screech came. Marshal Dugu, it really is you. Zhuo Fan's face was twitching. Such exaggerated acting. Steward Shua, this is... Oh, I haven't introduced her yet. This is our young miss, Luo Yunchang. Zhuo Fan explained what happened. Luo Yunchang's eyes lit up, jumping in joy. Zhuo Fan's mouth twitched as he whispered, it was a bit too much. Luo Yunchang reined in her excitement, then apologized to Dugu Zhantian, who didn't seem to mind. No worries. Luo Yunchang is also a rare beauty. The 4 generals looked particularly close at Luo Yunchang. Especially the third brother, whose eyes were practically burning. The saying goes, after 3 years in the military, even a swine can compete with Jiachan. Fictional character in Romance of the 3 Kingdoms. Jiachan is one of the 4 beauties of ancient China. Marshal Dugu, your acceptance of our young master is incredible news for us. Why don't we add to the joys and become family? What? Become family? Stunned by those words, the 4 generals looked at Luo Yunchang with blushes. But we do not know what the Luo head thinks. Don't worry. My father would surely agree. It's been his wish for years. Luo Yunchang rushed to reply. Those 4 have been on the battlefield with me for 10 years. It is time for them to start a family. If the Luo head agrees, then I am happy to oblige. Luo Yunhai now came with the tea and saw Zhuo Fan nodding. He kneeled as he offered the teacup to Dugu Zhantian. Please, have some tea. Dugu Zhantian's mind was filled with the joy of a wedding, taking the cup in passing. Luo Yunhai's voice slammed into their ears. Luo Yunhai greets Godfather. Dugu Zhantian staggered, as he spat out the tea he just drank. What did you just say? Dugu only agreed to accept him as a trainee. When did he become his godson? Is it wrong for me to call you Godfather? Yeah, Marshal. Didn't we just agree upon becoming kin? It can't be that you, as Qianyu's Marshal, would take back something you said? Zhuo Fan secretly snickered. Dugu Zhantian was bug-eyed. It took a while to get over his shock and turned from Luo Yunchang to Luo Yunhai. Indeed, Steward Zhuo only said become family but didn't specify which type. Being Luo Yunhai's godfather is a form of becoming kin too. It's just that Luo Yunchang was here as well, and I instinctively thought it was to start a family with her. A knee on the ground while serving tea with both hands, isn't that the ritual for becoming a godfather? Sigh, why didn't I notice at the time? Dugu Zhantian rested his forehead, and said to Zhuo Fan bitterly, Steward Zhuo, so when you said become family, you meant this? Of course. What was the marshal thinking then? I thought. Looking at Luo Yunchang, then at his 4 godsons, Dugu Zhantian sighed in resignation. I thought it was that too. Haha. That's great, young master. Hurry and kowtow 3 times to Godfather. Yes. Luo Yunhai shouted. I thought I was giving my godsons a wife. Who knew I would get them a brother instead? He was left with no alternative, since he already accepted. If he were to switch facts now and say he wanted the girl instead, wouldn't it be the same as robbing the common people's women? Sigh, whatever. Seeing this kid's potential and the Luo clan's respect for the military, what if he becomes another tiger under me? Yunhai, I have become your godfather today, and so, you must follow the rules of the Dugu house. I am strict with personal relations. As you have joined the Dugu army, as long as my armor is on, you must only call me Dugu and not Godfather. Break any military rule and I will respond as per the martial law and will never sway from them. You can ask those 4 about those rules. Yes, Godfather. Oh no, Marshal. And although you are my godson, you are not to use my name for your own gain. If found doing so, you will be beheaded. Yes, Marshal. Luo Yunhai grinned and shouted. Congrats, Marshal, on getting yet another smart and wise godson. I believe the Marshal will not be disappointed with this decision. He then turned to the 4 generals, his smile ever present, and congrats to the 4 generals on getting another brother with kindred courage. Please take care of my young master from now on, haha. Yeah, us 4 have enough brothers for millennia. We don't need more brothers. We want a wife. Zhuo Fan gave Luo Yunchang a thumbs up as he laughed inside. It seems that the young Mrs. Charm is on point. She didn't need to do much and charmed those 4. Steward Zhuo, I have already accepted Yunhai as my godson. Isn't it time to see the Luo head? Shuddering, Zhuo Fan sighed a nod. Yes, I think the clan head longs to see the marshal too. Follow me please. Dugu Zhantian's group was startled, following them in silence. Marshal, please. Not 15 minutes later, they reached a large tent. Zhuo Fan allowed them to enter first. What they saw left them speechless. This is. On the table in the middle of the large tent stood a lonely spirit tablet. It was actually inscribed with Luo clan head's name. Clan head, your most esteemed and revered Marshal Dugu has come to see you. You must be very happy. Zhuo Fan's knees hit the ground, wailing to high heavens. Luo Yunhai and Luo Yunchang had tears streaming down their cheeks. It is unbelievable that this battle in Windgaze City was so harsh. Even the clan head died. Sigh, still one step too late. Shaking his head, Dugu Zhantian and the generals felt their pain, paying their respects as well by burning incense. Their hearts were bleak thinking the clan head died not a few days ago. Steward Zhuo, the 4 5th grade arrays out there, were they set up by the clan head? Of course. Although our clan head was just of the bone tempering stage, he knew astronomy and geography, and arrays and alchemy. There's nothing he didn't know. These 4 5th grade arrays were set up by our clan head before he passed. 5th grade arrays, even those in the radiant stage may not completely comprehend them. That explains it. So the Luo clan head was truly extraordinary. There was a reason the emperor ordered me to come to your aid from thousands of miles away. He was only at bone tempering but was able to set up 4 5th grade arrays. A genius of the millennium indeed. Too bad, that's too bad. Sadly, a bone tempering stage strength is too weak. Even with 5th grade arrays, the enemies were still too strong for them to handle. If he were still alive, I would have loved to invite him to join me, as a strategist. Zhuo Fan's eyebrow flickered and clicked his tongue inwardly. Luckily, I didn't admit that it was set up by me. Otherwise, I would have been forced to join his army. Phew. Right. Just who was the group that attacked the Luo clan, to the point that even the Luo clan head died in battle? Here it is. Zhuo Fan snickered inwardly. The marshal doesn't know, but those people were too harsh, and strong as well. The Blackwind Mountain had 100,000 soldiers. But know that there are less than 10,000 now. We've never even had 10,000 people. Where did 100,000 soldiers come from? The sorrowful siblings looking at Zhuo Fan with horror. There are such ruthless humans in Tianyu. My return this time will be the end of them and will give peace back to Tianyu. May Godfather know. Marshal, please guide us. May the marshal lead us. You all need not worry. I shall deal with these troubles. And I will seek justice for you all. Dugu Zhantian flicked his sleeve and roared. Just relax. Furthermore, Yunhai is now our brother. Even if we were not related, injustices like these would not be forgiven by the four tigers. Big bro sure is big bro his quick. Leave the young miss to me. With the support of the four generals, but then Zhuo Fan passed through and took Dugu Feng's wretched hand. The whole Luo clan is overjoyed. Haha, it's nothing. Not a problem. Watching them with a cold eye, Dugu Zhantian was pondering. Tianyu's state of peace aside, even if it is for my four godsons and their familiarity with the lady, I will do all I can as a godfather. Steward Zhuo, just who are they and where are they? I will take my troops and wipe them out right now. Dugu Zhantian bellowed with majestic power. Marshal Dugu is truly a god of war with a remarkable spirit. To tell you the truth, of those bastards, one of them is the Hell Valley. I believe the marshal will go and raze that place to the ground and create peace for Tianyu. Hold on. Who did you say they were? Dugu Zhantian stammered, his scalp numb as cold sweat trickled down. The Hell Valley. Why? Is this troublesome for the marshal? The 7 noble houses, are they things that can be casually meddled with? No wonder the emperor sent me to their aid. Besides the 4 pillars, no one else in Tianyu can suppress the power of the 7 houses. Emperor, why didn't you tell me ahead of time? Now that things have been said, I can't go back on them. Finding the hopeful gazes of Zhuo Fan, Luo Yunhai, and Luo Yunchang, for the first time ever, Dugu Zhantian flushed in embarrassment, trying to look elsewhere. Marshal, may I ask when you will go on your crusade, and whether or not our troops can follow along and cheer you on? Dugu Zhantian's face froze. Dugu Lin felt his godfather predicament and said, Steward Zhuo, are you sure it's the Hell Valley? Is there evidence? This is a massive incident, after all. Going after the 7 houses with no evidence might cause some serious trouble. Indeed, I think so too. Do you have evidence? All the invading elders and venerables were killed off. What evidence do we have? They ran off too quickly without leaving any evidence. If there is no evidence, then I can't. But, even though they ran off quickly, the local Sun clan and the former Luo clan elder Cai Rong and his son are their spies. If we get them, they'll count as evidence, right? That, simple spies with no relations to the Hell Valley's higher-ups hardly carry any weight to be used as evidence. Dugu Zhantian shook his head in dismay. It's not that I don't want to try, but without strong evidence, it will be hard to make a move. Otherwise, I would have been out and about by now. To remove this bastard Hell Valley. When dealing with groups like the 7 noble houses, I cannot act on impulse. Otherwise, the entire Tianyu would be in trouble. This old man is making up all kinds of excuses. Is he not buying it? I need a way for him and those fuckers to get in a conflict. Doesn't matter how insignificant it is. It'll still work out. Steward Zhuo, Captain Pang burst into the tent. Our patrols discovered that there are 3 streaks of light circling above the Windgaze city, and we don't know what they are. What? Godfather? Let's go and see. Up above, 3 light indeed spiraled in the sky. They had erratic movements, as if flies with no way home. Messaging jade slips. Fonger, go get those jade slips and see who the ones that sent them are. Yes. But before he acted, a figure flashed in the sky with a rumble. It caught the jade slips and was back in a flash. He's only a 5th layer bone tempering but is able to have creative flight. And that speed is comparable to a profound heaven expert's. It's unbelievable that Steward this young has such talent. It is truly eye-opening. Zhuo Fan took the lead to look into the 3 jade slips, then he snickered. Marshal Dugu, weren't you looking for evidence? Well now, you got it. Dugu Zhantian took the 3 jade slips skeptical. This is. When he read them, his face darkened and cursed inwardly. Yup. They're from the Hell Valley, the Merry Woods, and the Pill King Hall, signaling their elders to start the attack. What? Marshal Dugu, are these enough as evidence? Is this evidence compelling enough? Yes. Is this evidence compelling enough? Yes. Then, when will you make your move on the Hell Valley? About that, I will need permission from the Emperor first. Rest assured I will let the world know of this evidence and bring about justice for the Luo clan. Oh, and Marshal, do you think it's too much to take care of the Pill King Hall as well as the Merry Woods along the way? Look at the evidence. They point at those two houses as well. Taking care of the Hell Valley is troublesome enough. You want me to take care of the Pill King Hall and the Merry Woods as well? Why don't we just start a war against the 7 houses like 1,000 years ago? Dugu Zhantian felt a headache coming. I will report everything to the Emperor and he will make the decision. All right, that works. But Marshal, since you've already come here and are already doing this, one more won't hurt. What? There are more. This one is a bit troublesome though. We know they are the ones behind all of this, but I got no evidence. If the Marshal cannot manage it, then please forget what I said. The one controlling the Hell Valley and the 2 other houses is who? To the Marshal, it means nothing. But to a small clan like us, they are mighty, and only the Marshal can protect us. Just who are they? Dugu Zhantian was growing anxious. The Regent Estate. Not just Dugu Zhantian, but even the generals were in complete shock. That explains it. I may not fear the Regent Estate, but my Dugu army is meant to protect the country. How could I allow it to suffer in a civil war? Marshal Dugu, are you okay? Your Luo clan is something. This can wait. I will go back to the camp and sort out the details. Aya, why does my head hurt so much? Dugu Marshal, are you leaving us? But you just promised in front of our clan leader's spirit that you would bring justice to our Luo clan. Zhuo Fan shouted as he showed them out. Luo Yunhai cried, Godfather, Marshal, you promised me. All right. I am a man of my word, but let me think it through. Dugu Zhantian cupped his hand in a rush, then ran away. I have my camp set up 10 miles from here. As long as I am here, none will dare touch you. Enough. I will see you again. All right, let us head back too. Although Marshal Dugu doesn't have the courage to start a war up front with the 7 houses, ensuring our safety is not bad either. Brother Zhuo, do I really have to go with the Marshal's army? Of course. Marshal Dugu, the god of war, and the 4 tigers under him are all great men. Training under them is your blessing. What about you? Isn't he very fond of your arrays? No need. Then why do I have to? Cultivating for 20 hours a day or going to the army, take your pick. Luo Yunhai ran out in fear. I better go be a soldier. Zhu Fan, what if, just then, he took back his adoption of another godson? Would you have put me up for marriage to form a tie with the 4 pillars? Maybe. Zhuo Fan spoke as if it was obvious. A political marriage, where you're used to bind the Luo clan together with the 4 pillars, is in no way a loss for us. If you were to maximize the benefits, then it'd be the 3rd, Dugu Hua. He is all brawn and no brain, easy to manipulate. The only good thing. Go die in a hole. Luo Yunchang leaving in a huff. What? Isn't it for the better of the Luo clan? Isn't marriage all the same? Who cares who the other person is? In another place, Dugu Zhantian's group descended the mountain post-haste. Suddenly, Dugu Lin stopped. Marshal, I kinda feel that we got played. We toured the Blackwind Mountain and the Luo clan and got nothing out of it. Instead, I got another godson, made a boatload of promises, and in the end, got tied together with the Luo clan. Worst of all, I have to face 4 houses. Just what is going on? Half a month later. These few days I have been busy with all types of family matter, and I've had to check up on the guards as well as the Shadow Corps training progress. In the end, my cultivation time was significantly lacking. Without Luo Yunhai around, the Luo clan certainly is quieter. That kid's smart too. Since the day he recognized Dugu as his godfather, it didn't take long to gain his favor and he just stayed with him instead. But that is good too. The relationship between godfather and godson is stable, so I won't have to worry. Suddenly, Zhuo Fan opened his eyes and grinned wickedly. I was just stressing over how to bring that old man over to you. Can't believe that you guys came first. What great news. Old Pang. Captain Pang rushed to him and cupped his hands. Yes, Steward Zhuo. Go to Dugu's camp and ask for backup. Tell him that the Luo clan is in trouble. What? An enemy attack? Where? Should I go check first? Why so serious? It's just an excuse. Don't think about it too much. Hurry and ask. All the supporting characters are in place. I, as the MC, should not let everyone wait for too long. At the same time, people started appearing nearby the entrance of Windgaze City, people from Veiled Dragon Pavilion, Drifting Flowers Edifice, and Sword Marquis Abode. I don't know if they made a move or not yet. But hopefully we aren't too late. The city looks peaceful and quiet. If they did make a move, it would have passed already. But Windgaze City is restricted from the 7 houses. Should we still go in and check? You can't get the tiger pup without entering the tiger's den. Chu Bijuan tapped her golden dragon head cane. Let's go. Long Yifi and Xie Xiaofeng nodded, not far behind either. Chu Bijuan, stop right there. They were clearly people from Hell Valley, Pilking Hall, and Merry Woods. Valley Lord, what is the meaning of this? Hehe, we don't speak riddles in front of wise people. We know your thoughts. But sadly, it's too late. What? Did you guys? Precisely. We knew you'd come to reinforce the Luo clan. But it doesn't matter how fast you fly. You aren't faster than a message jade slips, are you? If I'm not wrong, about half a month ago, those I sent to Windgaze City would have gotten the signal and made a move on the Luo clan. The Luo clan you know is probably a graveyard now, haha. Chu Bijuan and Long Yifi were unsettled. This is a problem. If what he says is true, then we'll have to see what the Imperial family does. If the Imperial family's authority keeps being trampled on, then the Regent estate will be unstoppable. And the first thing they're gonna do is take care of us 3. Ah, sorry. A carefree laughter echoed. I fear that you will all be disappointed. The Luo clan has had no deaths recently, not even a chicken. And it's been more than a month since we saw the color red. Fan? They all cried in unison. Long Ju's group was ecstatic. If that brat is here, then the Luo clan should be safe and sound. Weren't you supposed to be killed on your way back? How? Oh, you're talking about those old pricks. They were taken care of by me. Fan snickered evilly. What? How is that possible? They were above profound heaven's 5th layer, not bad. But sadly, their brains don't work. First up, the 2 from Merry Woods. A pair of idiots. In their ambush, they had their eyes closed, acting all cool. When I sneaked up on them, they didn't even notice. Their eyes are closed to this day. Typical Merry Woods. What idiots. Fan disdain. Iris Overseer and Peony Overseer stifled their laughter, while Lin Rufeng was red as a crab. Just which fucks did you send? Fan. What about 3rd and 4th brother? What did you do to them? As for them, dead, for sure. And I let them die together as well. They had such love for each other, a couple indeed. Together even in the afterlife. So I sent them on their way, full of goodwill. Fan, Hell Valley's 5th elder, was boiling mad. Only one of us can remain. PSH, that has never been a problem. The Hell Valleys and the Regent Estate's elders were all killed. Chu Bijuan's group was filled with shock. Especially the 3rd and 4th elders of the Hell Valley. They were stronger than the 5th elder, the Diamondback Ape. Plus, the other elders from the 2 other houses certainly were not weak. Even so, 6 experts ambushed one man but were killed instead, and he left without a scratch. From when I woke up till now, it hasn't been too long. I can't believe the world is changing this fast. The authority of the 7 houses was taunted like this and even bullied to this degree. There is definitely a storm brewing. The ranks of the 7 houses will be shuffled again. You damned brat, I will end you today. Kill him. Yang Bogong and Lin Rufeng were also releasing their bloodthirst. Protect him. Long Yifi and Xie Xiaofeng held their guard up. For the drifting flower edifices, Fan must not be eliminated this easily. Fan was peachy, taking but a light jump backward and through the city gates. He then pointed at Yuanshan in taunt. I dare you old fucks to come and get me. Even if it were elsewhere, you wouldn't be able to touch me, let alone my hair. And the fact that this is my domain, what can you do to me? Yuanshan had long lost his patience with Fan's taunts. Roaring as he charged after Fan. Not good. Stop them. Chu Bijuan's group rushed to block them, but Yuanshan's team were long since prepared. Rainbow Cloud Palm. The 7-colored mists flew at Chu Bijuan and others. Not good. Run. Haha, at least you fear death. Crap. He's getting ganged up on by so many experts. Even if Fan has the talent to surpass the heavens, he has no chance of surviving. Suddenly, with a booming sound, a bluish light landed smack in the center of Windgaze City's gates. Yu Wanshan's team was in mid-flight when a wave of bluish power erupted from the light. This is... Yu Wanshan's team cried in fear, a 6th-grade spiritual weapon. Dragon-slaying crescent blade. Haha, not bad. Yu Wanshan. Picking it up as if it was nothing, the blade started ringing out dragonic roars. The second of the 4 great pillars of Tianyu, Marshal Dugu, the god of war. Why is he here? This is bad. Chu Bijuan's group were slack-jawed from the sudden turn of events. Why is he here? Marshal, this is personal between me and that brat. Please stay out of this. Haha, quite the joke. I was sent by the Emperor to guard Windgaze City. How will I let you have your way with just 2 sentences? Yu Wanshan, you overestimate the authority of the 7 houses too much. What? An order from the Emperor? Did the imperial family finally get serious? That damned regent estate. This was Emperor's warning to the 7 houses, to stay in line. After how many centuries, the imperial family finally took a stand for once. This way, the regent estate will back off a bit. Since the marshal is guarding Windgaze City, then I, as the Valley Lord, dare not to step into the city. But that brat Shuafan killed 3 of our elders, and our 5th elder's arm was laid to waste by him as well. If you are willing to give him up and let us continue our business, this great grace will be repaid by the 3 houses in the future. Even if I can't touch Windgaze City, getting rid of Shuafan is not a bad trade. Is what he said true? Frowning, Dugu Zhantian turned his incredulous eyes to Shuafan. Shuafan cursing at Yu Wanshan. What kind of shit are you pulling out of your ass? Do you know the relationship we have with the marshal? You dare have the marshal hand me over. You must have eaten the heart of a bear and the guts of a panther. What relationship do I have with you? All were too dumbstruck to even reply. He patted Luo Yunhai's shoulder. Let me tell you. Our young master, Luo Yunhai, is Marshal Dugu's 5th godson. What? The dull and shocked stares creaked towards Dugu Zhantian. For Luo clan to hug such a big tree was like a pheasant turning into a phoenix. Regarding fame, Luo Yunhai would be no less than at the level of the 7 houses' geniuses. Despite being done in a not-so-honorable way and barely a half a month old, Dugu Zhantian was forced to nod. Brat, don't take it too far. Knowing where Shuafan was going, Dugu Zhantian gave the brat a warning. Yu Wanshan, who am I? I am the Luo clan's steward, the heart and soul of the young miss and master. Asking the marshal to give me up is like asking the young master to give me up, which is the same as asking the marshal to hand over the 4 generals. So, do you think the marshal would agree? What about my young master? The whole Dugu army, the millions of elites, would they agree? What does your personal business have to do with the millions of elites within the Dugu army? Also, you have the audacity to have the marshal hand me over. Just a few days back, what was that genocide of my Luo clan? The hundreds of thousands of poor souls, dying by your hands. Yu Wanshan was holding back the blood threatening to come out. Your Luo clan is a 3rd-rate clan. Where did those hundreds of thousands of people come from? Isn't this utter nonsense? Don't mention the Luo clan. Even the 7 noble houses don't have that many people. Lies are just lies. Is there a reason to go so far? But Shuafan was just getting started, raining charges on the poor blokes. Besides these bastardly cases of murder, worst of all, is your ignorance of the greatest and wisest holy emperor of Tianyu. It was made clear that the 7 houses were banned from Windgaze City, yet you are here still. You clearly treat him with disregard. This is a fucking uprising. Marshal Dugu, with your beloved and honored name in Tianyu, how could you let things like this happen? For a sin like an uprising, even an execution right now would not be an overreaction at all. Yeah, Godfather, I am willing to be your horse and soldier, to lead the army for you, to raise the Hell Valley to the ground, and to protect the reputation of our holy emperor, as well as your ever-loving heart of gold. Dugu Zhantian felt like cursing right now. These 2 brats are having their own duet. How did they move to marching the troops onto the Hell Valley? This isn't a joke. This will cause a civil war. Wasn't it just Shuafan alone? Everything was fine. How did we end up messing with the god of war Dugu and his millions of elites? This isn't right. Marshal Dugu, please do not listen to those 2 brats' nonsense. The bigger picture is more important. I believe that you do not wish for a civil war and for the people to be scared to death, right? This. Dugu Zhantian stroked his beard. Hell Valley Lord. You speak big words. You think you can order the marshal to hand someone over or to not fight? Are you treating the millions in the Dugu army, As part of your house. Why don't we change our surname to you instead? I wanna strangle this fucker of a prick. Funny enough, Dugu Zhantian's mind worked the same. You bratish Luo clan steward. Who gave you the permission to represent the Dugu army and show off to others? And plus, it's one of the 7 houses. You just fear the world being in peace. Yu Wanshan took deep breaths to push down the anger and bring out the calm. Marshal Dugu, let us both take a step back today. Since you are guarding Windgaze City, it is only natural for us to keep our distance. Zhuofan, we will leave Zhuofan alone and treat that as a show of mercy and call it a day. How's that? Valley Lord, that brat killed our, shut it. 5th Elder shouted, but Yu Wanshan snapped. Can you not see that Marshal Dugu has the final word here? Understanding where Hell Valley was going and not wanting to see this spiral further out of control, Dugu Zhantian sighed with a nod. Is that it? Let's fan the flames one last time. Haha, Hell Valley Lord. You want to end things like this? You're getting off too easy. Have you forgotten how you sent people to raid the Luo clan? Shut it. Dugu Zhantian snapped at him. Zhuofan knew when to quit, so he quietly stood there, not making even a peep. This brat can stick his neck out and back, just like that. What pride does he have? Such a waste as a fucking steward. Hell Valley Lord, let us just do as you said and call it a day. But let me remind the Valley Lord of something. Tianyu is still named after Yuan. Please refrain from causing a ruckus. I shall remember the Marshal's warning. Farewell. Yet just a few steps after, his eerie tone came. Marshal, on your way to Windgaze City, did you see people from our Hell Valley? That. Dugu Zhantian was about to shake his head. Hell Valley Lord, the Marshal's 4 generals are valiant and courageous. Do they need to spend time on people like you? I suggest you go back and take good care of their families. At the same time, tell your underlings that Windgaze City is not a place they can come and go as they please. Marshal Dugu, you really are vicious. I shall remember this day, Marshal. One should always give leeway. What you've done this time is cross the line. Marshal Dugu, we shall meet again. I do not believe that an old one like you will remain the god of war forever. See that, Marshal? You let people go and that will be their attitude. Weird. Why are they so angry all of a sudden? Exactly. Should have given them a good scolding instead. That's right, 3rd brother. Why don't you rally some troops? I'll go with you and end them now. Alright, enough jokes. Yunhai, what did I tell you? Don't use my banner for your gain or to bully the weak. Is the Dugu army that easily controlled? The Marshal isn't exactly correct. They're the 7 noble houses. How are they weak? We're the minority, are we not? And you, Steward Huo. We could have sent them away in peace, but you were always causing strife. This launched everyone in a fit of giggles. They hid their smiles as they started recalling the fake song Yu's acting in Drifting Flowers City. What bullshit minority. You pissed them off so much they were coughing up blood. Dugu Zhantian calmed the rage in his heart, then cupped his hands to Chu Bijuan's group. I believe that those here are not the same as the other group. You may not be here to cause trouble, but the Emperor's orders lie on my shoulders. You may not step foot into Windgaze City as well. That's a given. Chu Bijuan returned the gesture. Back to camp. Wait, Marshal. The Luo clan has some matters that involve the young master. Can he? Sure. That brat played a good part in making me angry too. I will return him to you. I don't want to see him again today. Then he vanished. Luo Yunhai's face sank. Brother Zhuo, is Godfather truly annoyed at me? Relax, 5th brother. Marshal has a harsh mouth but a soft heart, and he loves you, so you'll be fine after he calms down. Ruffling his hair, Zhuofan drew him to Long Yifi. Everyone, long time no see. You guys came to aid the Luo clan, right? There is no need to worry. We are fine now. With Brother Zhuo here, the Luo clan surely is safe and sound. Haha. Brother, let me introduce you. This is our pavilion lord, Long Ife. This is the Sword Marquise Adobe's abode lord. And this is... When it was Chu Bijuan's turn, Chu Bijuan nodded before Zhuofan could bow. Ching Cheng has a good eye. Steward Zhuo is mighty in mind and body. Indeed worthy of being a son-in-law of the Drifting Flowers edifices. Congrats to the Drifting Flowers edifices on getting such a good spouse. Haha. The hell. That business wasn't over.